extra here. Just continue with rotating the strike and make sure that you bat until the 7th or the 8th over.
Now he's frustrated. He's missed out. Literally no one on the leg side boundary. Shot mid wicket as well, not in the circle.
Well, easy single picked up there. 13 of the over. And Sharjah have just gone to a very good start. 31 for no loss. Akhtar Shahzad to bowl the last ball of the 4th over.
Oh, good swinging delivery. Movement in the air and off the wicket as well. And a dot ball to finish an expensive over. 13 runs off it. Sharjah motoring along. 31 for no loss at the end of over number 4. Rohit bowling his 3rd over on the trot. And that's the difference, isn't it? With Rohit bowling, they have the slip fielder. They have a conventional field with the deep third man and deep square leg. And they're able to attack.
Well, he's certainly been the pick of the bowlers for Abu Dhabi so far. Just giving away 4 runs in the 2.1 overs he's bowled. And somewhat troubling both Usman Khan and Khalid Shah. Those 5 deliveries which Khalid Shah faced and couldn't score any runs, 4 of them were of Rohit Khan.
Again, even Usman just unable to play his free-flowing style of cricket against Rohit.
But tell you what, Abdurrahman, if there would have been some sort of pressure from the other end as well, we would have seen a different kind of a scorecard right now.
Well, they do have the option of Zubair. He's very good in the power play. He's one of those rare left-arm bowlers that is good against left-handed batsmen as well. Probably a good option to bring him into the attack early. Shah Faisal and Akhtar both going for a lot of runs from the combox end. Oh, quick delivery, but very well played by Khalid Shah. Gets enough bat on it to send it down to fine leg for a boundary.
Very well bowled by Rohit Khan. I think he was just unlucky. That was slightly going down his legs. Swiveled on that one and got enough bat to take it to that fine leg region. Khalid Shah on 17 of just 11 deliveries now.
Well, you can hear that conversation between Usman and Khalid. Usman telling him he's going to go for that outswinger, bowl it outside the off stump. And Khalid Shah's response is simple, let him. Right on cue. And very well played by Khalid Shah. Good running between the wickets. Very good cricket overall.
Certainly, all around. That was a good ball by Rohit Khan. Equally well played by Khalid Shah. And then that running, that calling by Usman Khan, just superb. So we're having a wonderful semi-final here. We've already got Fujairah in the finals. They're waiting for their opponents.
Short delivery. Usman Khan was ready and waiting. Dispatches it to the mid-wicket boundary.
Well, signs of a very good batsman. He was ready for this short delivery even before he's bowled it. So he had enough time to play it anywhere throughout that square leg to that long on region, and he's picked mid wicket for that boundary.
Well, that's the class of a good batsman. That extra bit of time, that small adjustment you can make to your shot. As you said, he could have gone towards square leg, but he went towards mid wicket. Looking for the single this time. Usman Khan sent back by Khalid Shah. Good start here from Sharjah. 42 for no loss in the end of 5 overs. There'll be a quick change in the com box. Going to be Shoaib Ahmed and Mudassir Ali to take you through the next set of 5.
Thank you, Abdur Rahman and Rashid. What a start by Sharjah batsmen. The informed Khalid Shah and Usman Khan taking on the bowlers of Abu Dhabi. Akhtar Shahzad, expensive in his first over, giving away 13 runs and started off with a wide. Last over of the power play, 43 for no loss. And joining me in the com box is Shoaib. Welcome, Shoaib.
Thank you, Mudassir. Good evening, everyone. Good start to the innings from Sharjah. 43 runs on the board already in the 5th over. Some movement in the air for Akhtar Shahzad.
There is a long off and deep square leg. So the length should be short or else it should be a fuller towards the off stump.
Yes, that's right. Very unusual field. And that's because the way Khalid Shah bats is also very unusual. He'll hit very unorthodox shots. Has got that knack of hitting shorter balls straight down the ground as well. Hard hitting batsman Khalid Shah. A slower delivery from Akhtar Shahzad this time, just not the right line. 2 wides already in this over.
Finding it difficulty against Khalid Shah and Usman Khan, the bowlers of Abu Dhabi. Looking for that first breakthrough in the semi-final, number 2. Runs in Akhtar. So Khalid Shah on strike. Way outside the off stump, straight towards the cover. Quick run has been taken. Calling has been excellent between Usman Khan and Khalid Shah.
Yes, Mudassir, it feels as if they both enjoy each other's company. The kind of batting Khalid Shah does, it gives Usman the freedom to take some time out there in the middle, and there's never pressure on Usman because Khalid is always attacking the bowlers, especially in the first 6 overs. So I think this is a pair made in heaven for Sharjah, and just has made sure that Sharjah gets good starts right at the top.
Brilliant looking shot, finding the gap, making the room and play towards the point, races towards the fence. Yet another boundary from the blade of talented Usman Khan.
Well, Akhtar Shahzad, he's not looked himself in this game. Short and just allowing Usman to free his arms. He's very strong on that offside. Gets 4 runs. He's very strong everywhere, Mudassir Usman, and that is why he's rightly been picked in the PSL by Multan Sultans.
His timing and placement has been the key for Usman Khan. Lofted towards long on, just a single, and the left hand right hand combination. And they have left arm orthodox Zubair, who was, as we have seen earlier, that he used to come in the power play and bowl couple of overs and get you that wicket. But because of left hand right hand combination, the captain is sticking to the fast bowlers. They need a wicket here. 50 comes up with that single for Sharjah.
Very well pointed out. That is one of the reasons why Zubair has not been introduced. Pulled, beautifully played, again up and over the mid wicket. Longer part of the boundary, will not go for 4 runs, but they'll definitely get 3. A very effective shot.
The bowler is not so effective on the back foot and played in the vacant area towards the mid wicket. Khalid Shah and Usman Khan doing extremely good for Sharjah after winning the toss, opting to bat first. They have got a great start in the power play.
Is that left hand right hand combination definitely putting some extra pressure on somebody like Akhtar Shahzad. Has not been able to get his rhythm or his line in length. Goes fuller this time. He's played that up and over. Fielder inside the 30-yard circle. Always an invitation for somebody like Usman, and he accepts that. 4 more to end the over. A very fruitful power play session for Sharjah as they reach 57 for no loss after 6. So let's look at the highlights of the first 6 overs, the power play overs that have belonged to Sharjah, Mudassir.
Yes, they started off really well in the power play, especially against Shah Faisal. Those couple of maxims from the blade of Usman and Khalid Shah making sure to get some runs in the power play. Akhtar Shahzad, who comes in the side in place of Zia Mukhtar, went for runs, and this over from Rohit, it cost 12 runs. And look at that controlled shot towards the mid wicket by Usman Khan, going through the offside, getting those timely boundaries for Sharjah. Usman, this was excellent. He knows where are the fielders and placing in the gap Usman Khan. So it was an excellent power play for Sharjah. 57 for no loss.
Yes, and as soon as the power play overs are done, Abu Dhabi have brought their premier spinner, Mazhar Bashir, who has had a great run in the tournament with the ball and also has scored some important runs for Abu Dhabi with the bat. Very sensible from Khalid Shah, playing it in the gap, giving the strike to Usman.
Now he's enjoying his batting. Khalid Shah, completely different in this edition of Emirates D20. Mazhar Bashir, 21 innings, 19 wickets to his name. Looking dangerous. Usman Khan on 31 of 21 deliveries. A good support by Khalid Shah at the other end, 23 of 16. Looking for that breakthrough. The captain turns towards Mazhar Bashir, off break bowler, and Usman loves to play spinners.
Rocked on the back foot, played it in the gap again. 2 more runs. Quick running between the wickets. Sharjah looking good as of now. Reach 60 in the 7th over. Abu Dhabi need a wicket, and they need a wicket right now.
Getting those boundaries, and the key to these partnerships are those couple of singles and doubles. It again finding the boundary over the fine leg, races towards the fence. Now it's turn of Mazhar Bashir against Usman Khan. A wayward delivery and full advantage taken.
Yes, that's right. Poor and wayward from Mazhar Bashir. Slower in the air. All the time in the world for Usman to pick his spot. He decides to play it backward square leg and gets 4 runs. Bowls the arm ball, outswinger this time. Again, the under edge, no protection. The ball will cross the ropes. So back-to-back boundaries for Usman, and he's enjoying his time out there. Every time he comes out to bat, you expect runs from him, and he never disappoints.
Poor piece of bowling. Not able to contain here. Couple of deliveries on the leg stump, this time on the off stump, and he knows where exactly the fielders are. Beautiful late cut. Back-to-back boundaries for Usman Khan. An expensive over 11 runs of 4 deliveries. Has been a brilliant knock till now by Usman Khan.
Yeah, that's a much better ball. Some turn as well. Outside off. Lets it go. Usman doesn't want to play any shot. Very watchful again. Watching the ball right till it gets into the gloves of the keeper, Kamranatha. Quicker. Straight to square leg. Another expensive over from Mazhar Bashir. 12 runs off it. And a very strong partnership in progress for Sharjah. 69 for no loss after 7. New bowler Zubair introduced into the attack. No option but to bring him. And he starts off with a delivery on the pads. They'll take an easy single. And Sharjah, after deciding to bat first, have started off really well, Mudassir.
They took in the initial overs. They took some time. Usman Khan and Khalid Shah. Khalid Shah was off the mark with a maximum on the 5th delivery. Was very watchful against Rohit. Almost 10 runs per over. Looking good and taking control of the semi-final. Khalid Shah and Usman Khan managing those singles with ease.
Yes, what a good partnership. What a partnership. And just the right time for Sharjah, for these two players to click. Suddenly, Sharjah looks like a very strong batting lineup. Earlier, it was only Usman who was scoring runs, but now it's great news that Khalid Shah is also amongst the runs. Appeal, but that was definitely going down leg. Oh yes, no chance whatsoever. Cut straight to Rohit, and they've taken, in fact, they've stolen a single from Abu Dhabi.
Putting that extra pressure on the fielder inside the 30-yard circle. Not so quick. They need to create those chances here. Getting those easy runs. It again played towards square leg region. It has
Good. Sorry. Good over in the context of the game, Mudassir. I was just about to say they've conceded only 4. One more ball to go. Make that 5. And I think it's a good over. 8 overs, 74 for no loss. 74 for no loss after 8. Mazhar Bashir expense in the first over. They'll have to come back strong, especially the spinners, Mudassir. They need to make sure that they build some pressure here because that's the only way they can extract a wicket.
Now the field placement looks much better for Mazhar Bashir against Usman. Going for that reverse shot. Very good effort at the short third man by Zubair. Saving those couple of runs for his team.
Oh yes, 3 runs saved by Zubair. Diving to his left, never easy. Especially with the ball travelling at that speed. He's done really well to get down in time. Need to pull things off. It looks like a very good wicket to bat on now. Looks like a settled pitch. No demons in that wicket. The ball's coming onto the bat nicely. They'll have to recalibrate Abu Dhabi and try and restrict Sharjah to somewhere around 150, 160. If they can do that, they will fancy their chances of chasing it down. Current run rate of 9 and over. It has been a brilliant start for Sharjah.
Cut hard towards the point. Excellent effort by Akhtar. It's a great transformation in the batting style of Khalid Shah. Now he's enjoying the battle in the middle and making sure that he stays with Usman Khan. It's a rare sight that Khalid Shah is still out there after the power play.
Flicked off the pads. Yes, this is Khalid Shah 2.0 for us. The way he has changed his game, the way he has changed his temperament, his mindset. He is more open to taking singles and wants to spend some more time on the wicket. I think that is the key, that Khalid has suddenly become more consistent in getting starts for his side. Oh, direct it! Oh, what an effort. They needed something magical. They needed something special. And Abu Dhabi have got that wicket thanks to some brilliance in the field.
Khalid Shah pushing that gently towards deep square leg. Was so relaxed. Akhtar Shahzad. Khalid Shah just waiting for the confirmation. Have they got a wicket through a run out? Something special needed. Some extra effort in the field. They think they have got their man.
Well, I think it was a no-brainer there. An easy decision for the umpire. Quick onto his eye. Oh, that's a brilliant throw. Underarm, quick release, aiming at just one stump. And that's the end of the innings for Khalid Shah. Unlucky. He was looking good, but will have to walk back. First wicket down for Sharjah. 78 for 1 after 9. 9 overs, 78 for 1. And Zubair comes in with a beautiful delivery to start off the second over. Well, they needed something like that, Mudassir, and what a great effort in the field that was to get Khalid Shah out.
It's a clean one-hand pickup throw by Akhtar Shahzad. Yasser Kaleem. Look at that number, triple four runs in 20 matches for Yasser Kaleem. He has been very quiet with the bat in this edition. Big match player Yasser Kaleem for the first time against Zubair. Off the mark with a single.
$80 for 1 after 9.2 as Usman is on 48 of 35. Goes up and over, goes inside out. And another 50 for this man who just likes to score big runs, big centuries, big half centuries, and quick one at that. What a special player this man is. Usman Khan for you, 52 of just 36 deliveries, and he's brought Sharjah to a very commanding position. And as long as he's there in the middle for Sharjah, for Abu Dhabi is going to have a lot of problems.
On the back foot after the 50, a maximum. This is the second maximum from the blade of Usman Khan. Looking in control. It's not going hard. He's just waiting for those bad deliveries and putting them away.
That was a brilliant shot. Look at that. Just rocked on the back foot very early on that length, and that ball was a 6. That shot was a 6 on any ground. Flat and 6 runs. 90 for 1 now, Sharjah, after 9.4 overs. And another expensive over coming in from Zubair. 12 runs off it. 2 more deliveries to go. And clean bowled. Oh, that is such an anticlimax. Wanted to go for that big hit. Wanted to go in that same direction. And this time the ball just keeping a tad bit low. Strikes Zubair just when it was needed. And the danger man, Usman, will have to walk back.
After crossing that speed of 50, he just changed his gear and met with an accident. Clean bowled Usman Khan.
Oh, yes. 90 for 2 as Usman Khan walks back after scoring 58 of 38. Just the right time to introduce a change in the com box is going to be Abid Ibrahim with Ahmed Khwaja.
एक रश है नस नस में लगे कुछ नहीं अब बस में उठने वाला है एक तूफान झूठों की फीते लगे कसने जब चलेगा हल्ला मचेगा शोर मैं कैच पकड़ना मैच छलक जाए हाथ से बॉय बाजी मार जा चाहे शारजा चाहे दुबई मैदान में और जान लगा और कर दे दबाई get up and keep on moving get up and hit that shot get up don't stop the music होने रे हल्ला हल्ला हल्ला
The action starts from the 13th of January, the brand new International League T20. 6 franchise teams all over the UAE taking part. Meanwhile, it's Zubair Khan who has produced that moment of magic to get the best of Usman Khan. 10 overs up, Sharjah 90 for 2. Mazhar Bashir to continue from the Mohammed bin Zayed road end. None for 16 so far. And joining me in the comm box for what has been a very frantic couple of overs, it's Abid Ibrahim. Good evening, Abid.
Good evening, AZ. Good evening to all the viewers. Good evening to this beautiful scenes here. At a very chilly night, very nice weather to play cricket. And Sharjah on a just right position in the balance. They were in complete control, but last two overs not going in their favor.
Indeed, two new batters at the crease. Fayaz Ahmed, the skipper, and Yasir Kaleem. Looking to rebuild once again. Fantastic record in D20 so far. 6 half centuries. Excellent average and strike rate. But this is certainly an opportunity for the men in yellow to come back into the game. They don't want to be chasing anything above 160, I reckon.
Yeah, definitely. 160, that's where we can lock our horns and expect the game to be a nail biting.
A lot of quality in this Sharjah batting lineup. You still have the likes of Mohammad Nadeem to come in, Amjad Gul as well, big strikers of the ball. So it will take some doing here from Ali Abid and his troops to keep a lid on the scoring. Already a very defensive field on the leg side for Yasir Kaleem. So far, Mazhar Bashir, he's been one of the standout bowlers for Abu Dhabi in the tournament. Keeping it economical.
He's been picking wickets as well. Very good find for Abu Dhabi. I can recall maybe the first D20. It was Mazhar Bashir who was leading the side. He was a captain of Abu Dhabi, if I'm not wrong. And if my memory serves me well.
Yeah, we'll just have to recheck that, but I'm sure you're right. You're the encyclopedia of the UAE domestic cricket. I wouldn't go against you. Nicely squirted away to that deep cover fielder. Quiet over there. Only 3 runs off it. 93 for 2 at the end of 11. Zubair Khan, 1 for 17 so far. Producing that very important wicket of Usman Khan. Good comeback after that flat 6 over square. So you can certainly see they're just looking to nudge the ball around. Let's see how long Team Sharjah play at this tempo though, Abid.
But I think it was very important to take those openers out of the game. Because there's only one partnership has gone beyond a 100-run stand in the tournament throughout. It was Khalid Shah and Usman from Sharjah.
Yeah, they've certainly worked as a collective. Sometimes it has been Usman's day or Khalid Shah or Mohammad Nadeem. Just need to put it all together, especially in this knockout phase. 3 or 4 so far for Fayaz Ahmed. Chipped in the air, but it will drop in front of that long on. So we can see the spinners are not quite coming onto the bat.
Yeah, it's just that the ball is maybe gripping. And from this end, the golf course end, it's where that green patch is on for the left-hander.
Fired in straight into the sticks. That's what Zubair Khan bowls really well, that quick armour.
I just had a nice view of this surface early in the day today. And that was saying a lot of story about two faces wicket there. At one end, one side complete is green, and the other side is completely dry.
Chipped towards that fine leg fielder. Brilliant bowling so far from Team Abu Dhabi. 2 quiet overs back to back. 97 for 2 at the end of 12.
What a wonderful view right from the top of the ring of fire. Mazhar Bashir continues around the wicket now. Fired in and pulled hard in the gap. Couple of bounces over the rope. Fayaz Ahmed capitalizing on that poor delivery.
Yeah, what a way to bring 100. Sharjah, it's the captain. So the ball is slightly back of the land, climbed all over it and dispatched it for 4 runs.
Well, now the bowler will be under pressure. Boundary conceded early. Needs to fight back in this over now. Bowled a lot slower there. I think that's the trick on this pitch. Bowl as slowly as possible, Abid.
Yeah, I think it's that very important which end you're being introduced. This is what we were talking about, that 160. And Sharjah at the moment looking quite bit in control to go and reach 160.
You definitely need to break this partnership before it develops and becomes very threatening. Catching extra cover in place a few yards in from the inner ring. Back cut in the air. And that will not be caught up by the deep cover. Wonderful shot, Yasir Kaleem. Look at the balance on that one.
Yeah, that was much needed boundary for him, as his Villa did not spoken runs a lot. He was very watchful and played it late and into the gap.
Yeah, it's a huge square out there on the offside. Either side of that point fielder, you're going to get a lot of runs. So both batters picking up boundaries in this over, counter-attacking. That has forced the bowler to bowl a lot quicker and a more defensive line.
And I think there should be a plan for every end that you're coming in from. If you're a spinner, so you just need to understand where you need to flight the ball and which end, whereas you need to bowl slightly quicker.
Yeah, it's a very tricky job, left hand, right hand combination at the crease. Beautifully watched there by Fayaz Ahmed. Excellent running, Yasir Kaleem. And they're gonna pick up an overthrow as well. That's super smart from Team Sharjah.
Yeah, Mazhar is certainly not happy. There was no backup. The fielder was way behind towards the boundary line. And it was not necessary throw as well. Big over. 2 boundaries of it already. 12 runs from Mazhar Bashir is now, I think, it's sensible.
Yeah, no need to do anything silly here. Just see him out. You've gotten the runs you needed. And very safely taking that single to mid-wicket. Excellent batting from Fayaz Ahmed. 110 for 2. So Zubair Khan is going to bowl out here. Will be interesting to see the approach of Fayaz Ahmed to him. Will he look to counter-attack or just see him out? Well bowled. He's found the right pace and length to bowl on this pitch. Not quite full and not quite very, very slow, but just at the right pace, about maybe 85 kph. A beautiful glide behind the third from Fayaz Ahmed. It's a big chase. Mazhar Bashir will be slightly tired after a spell. Look how late he played that ball, Abid.
Watched, kept his eyes locked on it till very last moment. And a very, very excellent batting. That's what you need to do. Play a little late. And these are the couple of overs that where you can take your time.
Cut in the air, beats the point fielder, and that's going to be a boundary to Fayaz Ahmed. He really is a master craftsman against spin.
Well, he really did not have to put a lot of work. All he had to do is time it perfectly and pick up the gap. Look at that. Now that's a risky work.
I love how his heartbeat never goes above normal. He's always so chill, so relaxed, Mr. Cool of Team Sharjah. And that's why he's an ideal captain and so experienced. He's just manipulating the spinner to his will.
And I think it's him in the team Sharjah that who's played at a very, very high level and comes in with a very big cricketing background.
Oh, absolutely. He's played and competed alongside the best, against the best. And that's why he's leading one of the best state teams in the UAE.
I think he understands the game better than most of the others.
Meanwhile, pretty decent spell from Zubair Khan. He did well to recover from that early boundary. 117 for 2 with 6 overs to go. Well, the broadcast and streaming partners of the Mazaplay.net Emirates D20. You can watch live ball by ball action on the fan code app in India and the CricTracker YouTube channel and Facebook page for the global audience. It's an ITW Prod G and TBT 360 production for the Emirates Cricket Board. And well, we're finally reaching the knockout stage, the crescendo of this fabulous tournament. 30 plus matches over the course of 2 weeks. The 100 best players in the UAE competing against each other in 6 state sides. And now we're down to the final 3. Fujairah are locked in for the grand final tomorrow. And now Abu Dhabi and Sharjah battling to join them. Asif Javed, new bowler being introduced in the 15th over, Abid.
Yeah, the last time he was introduced, he was the first change, maybe 5th over. He's gone for some runs. Still made into the 11. Oh, great fielding from Zubair Khan. That's what you need to do. You need to put on a little bit of an extra effort that shows that you're playing a semi-final.
Yeah, he certainly looks charged up. Excellent spell of 4 overs. Picked up a wicket and working hard in the field as well. Not the fleetest fielder you've ever seen, but he puts in his maximum each time. Yasik Ali, meanwhile, very watchful. 9 of 13, looking to get going. I think he might take a chance here against Asif Javed, the new bowler. Read that slow delivery, swiped it across to deep mid wicket, only for 1 though.
Yeah, he's just been ball watching there. Now he's trying to spend some time because this partnership is very crucial. Both the senior batters batting together, right and left hand combination also, which is a little bit bothering the team Abu Dhabi.
There you can see a very concerned looking dugout. Eyes locked on the action, even though Jonathan Figgy and Zia Mukhtar look very chilled out. I'm sure they'd be very disappointed. Figgy picked up an injury and couldn't play. He was playing really well at the top order. Hooked away! All the way for 6 from Fayaz Ahmed. What a hit!
Well, you just can't be taking selfie when this man is batting around the ground. Fayaz Ahmed puts that one away, slightly back of the length, slower one, easy picking, and look at that. Well, you have done well, young man.
Well, I'm very impressed with your eyesight there, Abid Ibrahim. Eagle-eyed. And what a fantastic shot by Fayaz Ahmed. Yeah, watch out. You need to wear a helmet.
Yeah, they were just caught by a camera crew, and it was some tapping against Asif. But now he bowls him onto the pad. Big shout, but I think that bowl was just...
Well,
missing.
Zubair Khan is aiming for everything today, including his own teammates. That looked very close indeed. I think it just pitched outside leg. Fayaz Ahmed just taking a few liberties there, walking across his stumps.
I think you just can't be feeding him there. You just already conceded 6 runs by bowling that poor line.
Attempted Yorker, nicely bowled. Yeah, once again, it's a slightly expensive over. Now they're moving along very nicely. And they've set that platform for the final 5 overs with the likes of Fayaz Ahmed, Yasir Kaleem, Mohammad Nadeem to come. Amjad Gul as well. You're asking for trouble.
Yeah, there's Adil Malik also. I think the entire 11 can bat.
Yeah, absolutely. Even Hazrat Luqman, if he connects, that ball is going to land on the Mohammed bin Zayed road.
Oh, I tell you, nowadays he's connecting it superbly well.
Slower delivery has been smoked over cow corner onto the top tier of the Dubai International. That's a mega 6.
Well, solid connection there. That was flying. That was Biggie of the night. Big 6, 15 gone, 133 for 2. And with that, there'll be change in the voices. It will be Mohammad Rashid alongside Abdur Rahman Tariq.
Thank you, Abid Ibrahim and Ahmed Khwaja. Brilliant batting display by the captain Fayaz Ahmed. In the last 5 overs coming up under a lot of pressure, Abu Dhabi. So welcome Rashid into the com box.
Thank you, Abdurrahman. And Akhtar Shehzad starts off with a wide. Good keeping there by Kamran Atta. He's done well. And Sharjah on the move now. Especially that man Fayaz Ahmed. Look at that 6. That was awesome. That sound of the willow. And that's taken it to that second tier. Nobody's getting that ball again.
Well, Akhtar has conceded 29 runs in 2 overs. And Ali Abid will want to get his bowlers in line. Another wide. Ali Abid can bowl a few medium paces as well. Might be a good option to bring him for a couple of overs.
Well, that's the first wide. Continued by that second one. So similar consistent bowling, but extras not helping Team Abu Dhabi. Sharjah at 135 in 15 overs. On for a big total here.
Well, this time he gives weight to Yasir Kaleem. And that is absolutely criminal. Wide outside off stump. And he gets a boundary. He's been a bit slow, Yasir Kaleem. He's up to a runner ball now.
Well, he won't miss out on those. He's picked up that slower one perfectly and hit it over that extra cover region, his favorite zone, that one. Now on the move, Yasir Kaleem.
That's the assistant coach of Abu Dhabi. And he does look a bit nervous. 139 on the board already. Still 5 more overs to go. Good delivery. Yorking Yasir Kaleem. They wanted to chase down 150 or below. I think they're looking at a 190, maybe even a 200 run chase. Amjad Gul yet to come. Mohammad Nadeem yet to come. Hazrat Luqman as well. Adil Malik, lots of 6 hitters in the Sharjah lineup.
Well, certainly that platform has been set, especially by the openers, and now Fayaz Ahmed and Yasser Kaleem continuing on it. They've gotten a very decent partnership in. Fayaz on 32 of 17 and Yasser Kaleem 16 of 17. Doing a wonderful job.
Well, yeah, Fayaz Ahmed hasn't had a lot of opportunities with the bat. But he's a big man on the big occasion. Oh, that's hit him. Flash in front, has it. The umpire says not out. And has that hit him outside leg stump? That is the question.
Well, certainly looked very close there. Look at that. That was very, very close there. Fayaz Ahmed. That sheepish look on his face.
Well, yeah, I think even Fayaz Ahmed thought that he's out. But just maybe the impact outside leg stump or on or about leg stump, benefit of the doubt going to the batsman. Abu Dhabi not happy. Oh, he walks down the track, Yasser Kaleem, and just gets a single. They haven't been very lucky, have they, Abu Dhabi? Couple of half chances. An LBW appeal here or there. This could have been a very different scorecard. But so far it's Sharjah that's very much on top. Again, going against the norm and looking to bat first against a side that loves to chase. They are doing the right thing, putting up a very big total.
Stepping down. He's hit it towards that cover point region. Zubair Khan does the cleanup. Only a single there. They've already got 10 of the over. There's still a ball to go. They've certainly set that platform. 143 for 2. They will be eyeing that 190 mark. It'll be a very interesting chase, Abdurrahman, like you mentioned. Abu Dhabi loves to chase.
I'm not sure what the bowling options are. Do we see Shah Faisal coming in to bowl again? I think Rohit has just one over up his sleeve.
Well, I think he's missed out on his run up. Cramping up. Stretching that hamstring.
Oh, Mohammad Rashid. Another fast bowler goes down in the run up. Just pulling up a few meters from the stumps.
And Yasser Kaleem, he's also a part-time physio. Helping. Good to see, good scenes here.
Yeah, helping out Akhdar Shahzad or making sure he doesn't bowl again. One of the two things Yasser Kaleem up to. Running in, and just there he pulled up. Yeah, I think he felt that twinge in the back of your leg, and you know as a fast bowler that you're not going to be able to bowl that delivery. Well, that's the bowling card. Then Shah Faisal only the one over. It was an expensive over, but when you have a premier fast bowler, you'd want him to continue bowling. Rohit Khan has the one over up his sleeve. Asif Javed has bowled only one over, giving away 15 runs. Mazhar Bashir and Zubair Khan bowling well in the middle.
Well, I think Akhtar Shahzad, having pulled his hamstring, will be very difficult for him to bowl that fourth over. So it'll be up to Shah Faisal and Asif Javed and that one Rohit Khan over that will do the innings for Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Rohit will probably bowl the 19th over. And whether they go Shah Faisal 2 overs or Shah and Asif 1 over each, that is the dilemma for Ali Abid. Akhtar back up on his feet. Something on that grass as soon as the fast bowler lies down in pain. In about 2 minutes, they're up and running. Hafiz Almas yesterday. That injury looked horrific. Then he didn't just complete his quota. picked up 3 wickets, got the man of the match award as well.
Well, we've got a magician in our physio. He does a wonderful job. I'm sure he'll be getting paid extra.
Just ambles in to bowl that last delivery, completes the over. Another good over for Sharjah. 143 for the loss of 2 wickets with 4 more overs to go. But Sham Faisal will come into bowl. Bowls a slower delivery, pulled very hard towards mid wicket. There is a fielder there. Just a single.
Well, Abdurrahman, it's very interesting to see the last 5 or 6 deliveries Yasser Kaleem has faced. He stepped down the wicket. So I think he's not getting that timing in. He's trying to meet that ball and get that momentum with the flow.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a good observation there. Usually very still at the crease. Yasser Kaleem likes to go inside out on that offside region. And I think they've realized that. All these games being broadcast live, a lot of domestic cricket being broadcast live. And the coaches of Abu Dhabi, they've learned it. They've got a plan against Yasser Kaleem. But what they need right now is a plan against Fayaz. 33 of just 19 deliveries.
Well, that's a very good plan, but an amazing shot there by Fayaz Ahmed. This is what he does so well. He plays the ball so late, right under his eyes, and he's played it deliberately towards that third man region for an excellent boundary.
Well, you can make all the plans in the world. If Fayaz Ahmed is in the mood, he's going to manipulate, he's going to maneuver, and he's going to get boundaries at will. Probably the perfect yorker to a left-hander. But all he does is opens the face of the bat, guides it past the wicket keeper, and he gets a boundary.
Well, this is what he does so well. And he's backed his decision to bat first with the help of Usman Khan and Khalid Shah and now Yasser Kaleem in the middle. They've just done a wonderful job. We initially thought that batting first would be a problem for Sharjah, but they've just come out blazing and gotten 149 in just 16.2.
Now this time goes for that ramp shot, misses it. Well, yeah, Rashid, you're right. But I'll tell you what, if Abu Dhabi chases his score down in 19 overs, he's going to look like a fool.
Well, he's backed himself. The team has backed him. And if they get to a total of 190, I think that'll be a very good decision to bat first. The result of the game, meanwhile, does not matter in that position then.
Well, then the question is that if you can put up 190 on the board and you can't defend it, in the meantime, Fayaz Ahmed letting his bat do all the talking, flex it over mid-wicket for a maximum. What a shot by the left-hander in the slot. Brilliant execution and the best result possible.
Well, if he can hit those shots so sweetly, I wonder why he was trying to go for that ramp shot. He's got a brilliant swing of the bat. He times the ball so well. I think it's just very good to see him batting.
And again, this time goes down towards long on. Well, sometimes the ramp shot comes out just for the cameras. If you want to make an Instagram reel, you want one of those shots indoors. But he's so good, technically so correct for Yaz Ahmed. And literally has all the shots in the book. That hook over square leg, unbelievable shot. Very difficult to execute on such a slow wicket. Shah Faisal goes for the slow one in the air. Chance of a run out as well. There is a direct hit. It's mayhem in the middle. Are they going up to the third umpire? No, they're not. End of over number 17, Sharjah, 157 for 2. Direct hit. And the ball hitting the stumps, but Fayaz Ahmed well and truly in. End of another expensive over. Sharjah motoring along, 157 for 2. Well, this is a very interesting decision from Ali Abid. Rohit is coming in to bowl the 18th over, which means there will be a new bowler bowling the 20th over. If he continues with Shah Faisal.
Well, very interesting here. He's been the pick of the bowlers, Rohit Khan.
Oh, he might have been the pick of the bowlers. But Yasir Kaleem has taken a liking to that. Very good fielding in the end by Ethan. But that was a good connection that will give Yasir Kaleem a little confidence. He has been struggling in the middle. 21 of 22 deliveries.
Well, with 17 legal deliveries to go, I think it's about time Yasir Kaleem opens up. He needs to go big now. And if they are to reach that 190, it'll have to be 6s and 4s from both ends now.
Yeah, absolutely. They have to go all guns blazing. Fayaz Ahmed doesn't need a second invitation. What a hit! I thought that was going for 4, but it's gone for 6. Over long off. Brilliant connection. What a way to bring up your half century. The captain leading from the front, setting the standards, and has played the shot of the day to bring up his half century.
Well, and that too in just 24 deliveries. He's come to the party and at the right time in the semi-finals when it mattered the most.
And then he goes for the ram shot. He executes it perfectly as well. Mr. 360 Fayaz Ahmed. Complete polar opposite ends of the ground. Long off and then fine leg. A 6 and a 4. Absolutely brilliant.
A brilliantly executed shot there. He's just toying with the Abu Dhabi bowling. Rohit Khan, before the start of this over, he was the pick of the bowlers for Abu Dhabi. He had done a very decent job in the 3 overs he had bowled. And now he's getting a hammering from Fayaz Ahmed.
And this time width offered. Crunch towards point for another boundary. Fayaz Ahmed is really enjoying himself in the middle. 6, 4, 4. This is Rohit Khan, the premier fast bowler for Abu Dhabi.
Well, there's no stopping this man. He's just on the hunt. He's picking up boundaries for fun here. Look at that, 6, 4, 4, and the assistant coach of a team Abu Dhabi, he would be certainly under a lot of pressure himself.
I think he wants to come in and bowl. He's saying he wants to come in to bowl. Right arm over the wicket. I don't think that's a good idea with Fayaz Ahmed batting the way he is. Steaming in again, going for the Yorker this time. Flick down to fine leg. It's not a boundary, but this is good running between the wickets as well. Is that Fayaz Ahmed, was he a bit slow turning around? He did put in the sprint for the last 5 yards.
Very good observation there. He was just slightly slower when he was turning back. A very good throw. That is touch and go. I'll tell you what, the throw, well, if that would have been slightly better, that would have gotten Fayaz Ahmed into trouble.
Well, there were a lot of questions about his fitness. I'm sure that double has answered those. Fayaz Ahmed sprinting like a 17-year-old, getting to the other end safely. Brilliant batting by the captain, coming in at number 4 for Sharjah. And he's put on a masterclass, 60 of 27 deliveries. Again, gives himself some room, goes over point for another boundary. There was a change in the field. They brought in the extra cover fielder. And you can't fool Fayaz Ahmed. Very expensive over comes to an end. 178 for 2 now at the end of 18 overs. Yasir Kaleem on the other end. Less than a run a ball. Oh, he gets a full toss. It's in the air. Fielder just falling short. Mazhar Bashir had an opportunity. And Yasir Kaleem, well, he can't buy a run. Fayaz Ahmed on the other end. Look at this shot. Brilliant. No balance. Falling over. It connects perfectly.
Well, that shows the form of this man. 64 of just 28 deliveries now. And as soon as Shah Faisal was coming into bowl, he shuffled towards his off stump to target that shorter boundary. And he's bowled a really wide one there.
Well, he's just toying with them, isn't he now? It's a cat and mouse game, and Fayaz is the cat. And he's just playing with the bowlers. Full toss, and he missed out. I'll tell you what, they bowled some very good deliveries that have gone for boundaries and sixes. Probably a good idea to bowl absolute rubbish and see if you can get a wicket.
Well, it's certainly working out so far. He's bowled 2 full tosses already. And both of them have just gone for singles.
Yasir Kaleem again misses out on a full toss. Well, that's it. In the 19th over, they found a plan to stop the scoring. Just keep bowling full tosses, take the pitch out of the equation.
Well, the plan is right. He's trying to bowl those Yorkers. And if in the process he's missing out, that low full tosses are difficult to hit.
Again, this time goes over third man. Nobody there. Gets another boundary. Fayaz Ahmed is dealing in boundaries and sixes now. And worrying signs for Abu Dhabi. Tournament 4 number 663. Almost 700 boundaries in this Mazaplay.net Emirates D20. So much entertainment.
Absolutely. Width offered there to Fayaz Ahmed, and he won't miss out on those. Deliberately played over the third man in point region. Very good shot.
Oh, this time he's gone straight down the ground. Will the fielder get to it? No, just falls short. But they get two. Good running between the wickets. Fayaz Ahmed looking to keep strike.
And rightly so. He's gotten 71 of 31 deliveries. I think this is probably the first in the slot ball. He hasn't timed well. But look at that running. Probably a slower one there, Abdurrahman.
I think that's the only thing that saved him. A normal ball, and that would have gone into the side screen. Last ball coming up of the 19th over. Sharjah just 12 runs away from 200. This time goes down towards mid-wicket and he gets a boundary. Fayaz Ahmed, you beauty. What a hit. This time the ball was in the slot. This time he makes no mistake. Plays it in the gap. Sharjah 192 for the loss of only 2 wickets in 19 overs. Well, this is the half century of Fayaz Ahmed. 8 boundaries, 4 sixes, strike rate of 234. And all around the park. Proper 360 batting this.
Absolutely. Well, I ran out of adjectives. He's been just so brilliant. And that gap he has been picking up, I think, just was superb.
Meanwhile, it's Yasir Kaleem. Again, can't time the ball. But the result is good for Sharjah. Fayaz Ahmed gets back on strike. Well, he has a boundary literally all around the ground. A dab to third man. A ramp over fine leg. Couple of cuts over point. Long off, extra cover, long on, mid wicket, square leg. No area of the ground safe with Fayaz Ahmed in good form.
Absolutely. You name it, he's got it. He's played all around the park. Mr. 360 today.
And Akhtar coming into bowl, 39 runs conceded in 3.1 overs. This time he goes over extra cover, gets another boundary. I think that was the only area missing in his wagon wheel. And he's acknowledged that. Boundary number 665 of the tournament. Another beautiful hit from Fayaz Ahmed.
Well, they're on 197. We were thinking more like 190 would be a very good target. And now that number has gone up to over 200.
Well, I'm sure Abu Dhabi must be thinking of rain now. But unfortunately, there are absolutely no clouds in the air. Oh, going towards that ramp. This time he misses. That's a rare sight.
Well, that was a full toss. And with the way Fayaz Ahmed has been playing, he could have hit it anywhere. Chose that ramp shot and missed it out.
Well, it's a very subtle change in the field. Extra cover is deep now. And that's why Fayaz Ahmed wanted to go for that ramp shot instead of the extra cover drive. In the slot. Almost a Yorker. Oh, they were looking for 2. Fayaz Ahmed wanted to get back on strike. It would have been suicidal. And Yasir Kaleem will get to face 2 deliveries.
Yeah, good call there by Yasir Kaleem. He knew that that second run would have been suicidal. Rightly denying that second to Fayaz Ahmed.
108 run partnership of 59 deliveries. And Yasir Kaleem has faced 25 of those, scored only 24 runs. This time he connects to the offside. A good effort from Ethan D'Souza. But Yasir Kaleem gets a very important boundary, not just for himself, but for his team as well, as Sharjah crossed the 200 barrier. Tournament 4, number 666 from the bat of Yasir Kaleem.
Very good shot. He's very strong towards that offside. That was in his zone and perfectly timed.
$112-run partnership between these two. The most experienced batsman in this lineup outside of Usman Khan. And again, he goes for that Yorker. It's going down towards cover. Are they going to push for two? Yes, they are. Wild throw from Ethan D'Souza. But a very good batting performance from Sharjah. They won the toss. They wanted to put up a big total, and they have done that and some more. 204 on the board. Loss of only 2 wickets. And the captain leading the charge. 80 of 35 deliveries.
Well, a very good batting effort by Team Sharjah after winning the toss. And this is the highest score of the tournament, 204 for the loss of 2 wickets. Well, Abu Dhabi, they were certainly missing out on some of the intensity in the field today, Abdur Rahman.
Well, yeah, they look a bit of a dejected unit. You don't say that very often about Abu Dhabi. Usually very chirpy and bubbly in the field. But they've been hit by the Sharjah juggernaut. Usman Khan up top, 58 of 38 deliveries. Khalid Shah, 27 of 20. Yasir Kaleem, 30 of 27. But if you want to see the impact of a batsman, look at Fayaz Ahmed's numbers. 35 deliveries for 80 runs. Better than a 200 strike rate. At number 4, they didn't even need the likes of Nadeem and Amjad Gul. Just the 9 extra, so some discipline in the bowling. Well, that bowling card is going to be some sorry reading.
Absolutely. They've just hit all the bowlers all across the park. Asif Javed, the most expensive, 15 runs in the 1 over he's bowled. The pick of the bowler, Zubair Khan, is conceding 28 runs and picking up 1 wicket. Mazhar Bashir going for 32 in his 4. Akhtar Shahzad getting his half century with the ball, giving away 50 in his 4 overs. Shah Faisal was very unlucky, but he's conceded a lot of runs. 40 runs of the 3 overs he's bowled. Rohit Khan as well. He was expensive in the last over he's bowled. 35 of 4.
Let's have a look at the highlights then. Started off with Khalid Shah's first scoring shot being a 6. And then they just kept motoring along in the power play. Usman Khan, some glorious drives. Beautiful cover drives for boundaries. Mazhar Bashir coming into bowl.
Well, the platform was set perfectly before this run out came into effect. That was the extraordinary bit of fielding, and that put a little bit of pressure on Team Sharjah, but then it was Usman Khan who kept going. The boundaries kept coming, and this was that wicket, that Usman Khan wicket that would have kept Sharjah to a lower total, but then again Yasir Kaleem and Fayaz Ahmed, look at those shots. Abdur Rahman, that was the perfect partnership.
Yeah, absolutely. 116 run partnership. And what a partnership it was. Thanks to that man, the captain Fayaz Ahmed, hitting some monster 6s. And then some timing and placement as well. The perfect innings from the number 4. Yasir Kaleem getting into the action as well, getting a boundary in the last over. So that's the summary then. Abu Dhabi will need 205 runs in 20 overs to make way into the final. They'll have to beat the highest score of the tournament. We'll be back after a short break. Don't go anywhere as the run chase will commence in a few minutes.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Dubai International Stadium for the Mazaplay.net Emirates D20 2022, powered by Fan Code. It's the second semi-final in progress. Sharjah elected to bat first and posted a mighty score of 204 for 2 in their allotted 20 overs. Usman Khan 58 of 38, Khalid Shah 27 of 20, but the standout performer was Fayaz Ahmed with an unbelievable knock, 80 not out of just 35 deliveries. Yasir Kaleem chipping in with 30 of 27 as well. Everybody in the top order chipping in, contributing, and they have posted a mighty score, the biggest score of the tournament to chase for Team Abu Dhabi. Joining me in the comm box is going to be Abid Ibrahim to begin this run chase. Good evening, Abid.
Good evening, AZ. Well, what a great contest this has been. The first inning is clearly belonging to Sharjah, where they have posted second time over 200 runs. That's the only team to do that so. And that is the bowling card that has gone for some runs. When looking at only standout was Zubair Khan, who had only one wicket in the entire column. That was the man who picked up a wicket. There was a run out of Khalid Shah. And with a 7 economy, only positive to talk about was Zubair Khan.
Well, their batting has been their strength, according to their captain Ali Abid, and this man on screen can deliver an almighty punch. Naik Mohammed, the King Kong of Abu Dhabi. Forget about that average. Look at that strike rate, 132, 250s in D20 already. They need him to get off to a quick start. Let's see if he can deliver tonight alongside him. Well, Kamran Atta, the wicketkeeper batter, he's had an outstanding tournament. 3 half centuries in D20, brilliant strike rate, and they've sent him right up top to open. So they know they have to go hard in the power play, maybe 50 to 60 runs at least. Hazrat Luqman, with the ball in hand, will be starting proceedings for Sharjah. 20 wickets in D20 for him. Economy rate of 8.1 is not too bad, considering he bowls in the power play and in the death. But a target of 205, run rate required of 10 plus right from ball 1. It's a tall order, Abid.
And I think, yeah, the Sharjah must be feeling really comfortable here because they've got plenty of runs in the bank where they can enjoy placing that fielding, little attacking there. Yes, they can afford to attack here as Fayaz Ahmed, the big man, the captain of Sharjah, himself comes at the slips cordon.
Yep, he's posted at slip. Very square deep third and a deep fine leg for Hazrat Luqman. Here we go. Pulled away immediately into that gap at mid-wicket. A lot of distance for young Harsh Desai to cover. And Abu Dhabi are underway with a couple.
Off the mark on a very first delivery. That's a positive sign. And you can see the intent from this big man was to go for a biggie on a very first delivery. So that's the response from Abu Dhabi. And that would be the response from Abu Dhabi, where they'll be looking to attack. Now, it will be something to witness, a great game underway, where you'll see both the teams trying to play some attacking game.
Oh, that's cut him in half. What a brute of a delivery from Hazrat Luqman. How has that missed Naik Mohammed's off stump?
Well, a really, really good delivery there from Hazrat Luqman. That completely bamboozled Naik Mohammed. That's a great comeback from Luqman, where the first ball was connected. Look at that. Wow.
Oh, that was too close. Hint of extra bounce just saved him there. Fantastic delivery. Hazrat Luqman. This time a leading edge, just going over the slip cordon. It's going to be a chase for the deep third fielder. Only picked up one. And of course, Hazrat Luqman will be part of the ILT20 for the Dubai Capitals. And it's a good signing for me.
I think it definitely is the kind of bowler who just need a little bit of rhythm and a little bit of the get going. If he gets those perfect line and length, perhaps if he beats you twice, he'll be dancing over your head. He likes to attack.
Yeah, combative wicketkeeper, opener batter, Hazrat Luqman. Oh, big swipe across the line. What was that from Kamran Atta?
Well, it's kind of a deja vu of yesterday's game where Hazrat Luqman beat Kamran Atta comprehensively. And yet again, that's a 7 delivery dot against Kamran Atta.
Interestingly, they've taken a deep cover for Kamran Atta immediately. The third man has been pulled in. There you can see. Yep, posted right there. Just gliding it, but there is that short third fielder, Colonel Zahid himself, in the ring. And I'm really excited to see him with the new ball in hand, hopefully.
Oh yeah, maybe from the other end, or maybe they might hold him back. Maybe Nadeem coming in with the new ball. We never know. You can only guess what's going on in the mind of that man on your screen. The man in red, Fayaz Ahmed.
He looks like he has a bit of a smile on his face after a fabulous innings. Oh, brilliant outswinger from Hazrat Luqman. Fantastic first over, 3 for none. Well, we've got now wish. It's going to be Muhammad Colonel Zahid sharing the new ball. He'll be steaming in from the Mohammed bin Zayed road end. He's had a brilliant D20 campaign, 13 wickets to his name. Brilliant economy rate, a 4-for and a 5-for in the tournament. And he'll be hunting for wickets with that new ball. Just above the slip cordon. And it's raced away for 4. That is the express pace of the Colonel.
Well, that's what you need to do when you're facing the quick. It hurried on him, but just getting a little bit of onto the back foot, and the feather edge helps it way to get 4.
Well, in the end, he played it relatively well because that was aiming for his throat. And it's a good start to his spell. Cracked behind cover point. What a shot, Nick Mohammed.
Well, that's some risky shot. It's a quick delivery coming at a very nice and quick pace. And that punch, little bit of a room and stand and deliver.
That's more like it. That's what I like about Team Abu Dhabi. They never take a back foot. They always look to counter-attack. They won't be phased by the occasion. They were the finalists in the previous D20 as well, so they know how to deliver in the big matches. And Nick Mohammed off to a quick start, 11 off 5. This time he just splices it towards mid-on, just over the fielder. Not a great effort there from Mohammad Nadeem. And Colonel Zahid is not happy.
Yeah, that's it. Colonel Zahid exclusively for you. Frustrated. Not happy with the effort of Mohammad Nadeem, asking him that straightforward catch. You couldn't hold on to it.
Well, your Punjabi is quite fluent there, Abid Ibrahim. And yeah, that's not a great effort from Mohammad Nadeem. I think Colonel Zahid has a case there. Should expect better. This time, just bottom of the bat towards extra. Adil Malik will clean it up.
You really need someone like Adil Malik in the team who just gather things together. You just saw that Mohammad Nadeem giving his teammate a hard shoulder. And then it was Adil Malik who went to him. That's the frustration and the heat of the moment.
Oh, absolutely. It's hotting up here under the ring of fire. Big knockout match at the D20. Spliced, but just short of that. Short fine leg, Usman Khan hovering up there. They just can't handle the raw pace of Colonel Zahid.
Yeah, I think Nick Mohammed triggered the wrong button, hitting him a couple of boundaries, and now he's fired up.
Yeah, it's a big game and he's a big match performer. So far, they have taken 12 runs off the over, so not too bad. But they need this man on screen to play a big innings. Perhaps the biggest innings of his career. Slower delivery, beautifully bowled. 15 for none at the end of 2. Well, there you go. The 4 jokers. Right on the edge of the pitch. Abdur Rahman, Mohammad Rashid, Shoaib Ahmed. Yeah, he's never played that square cut in his life. But he
And-
seems to be coaching them downstairs.
Yeah, and Abdur Rahman.
Oh,
All
it's
that-
gone straight up. Over the short third. Streaky shot, but he will pick up a boundary.
When finally some runs for Kamran Atta against Hazrat Luqman. Hazrat Luqman seems to be all this time toying with the bowler. Excellent approach there. Look at that. Again, that outswinger, but too predictable. Finally, he gets some piece of wood.
Yeah, it's not a great line to bowl with the third up. Now, they've taken a very interesting field, a deep point here, Abid.
Yeah, that's quick delivery. That was pacey and spicy.
Well, he's just playing his own shot, not considering the line and length of the ball. Stepping away, Hazrat Luqman is much too quick for you. You have to play him with a straight bat.
I think there's something that has triggered Kamran Atta. All this time he's been trying to target Luqman.
19 for none. It's not a bad start. Just need to concentrate here, Kamran Atta. Yeah, that's better. Feed the strike to King Kong. Why are you worried about swinging for the fences yourself?
Yeah, don't try to be Godzilla when you have King Kong alongside with you.
Yeah, the ring of fire is only big enough for one monster, not two.
Well, certainly the 2 monsters that I can call in this game was Fayaz Ahmed tonight.
Well, he's a gentle giant. The sweetest person you can meet outside the cricket field, even in the cricket field. Completely relaxed. He never gets flustered. His heartbeat never rises. He just enjoys the game, plays it his own relaxed way, but so effective. Solidly behind that is Naik Mohammed. He's looking to concentrate hard, play a long innings.
And the fashion Fayaz Ahmed plays, he makes it look so simple and you would not even realize. There you go. I would call them the Fantastic Four, yeah?
Yeah, Abdur Rahman, you've never played that shot in your life. Mudassar Ali, he's not amused. He's saying, what are you guys doing? Please behave yourself. We all got dressed up today. Squeezed away to that cover point region. Hazrat Luqman is in the middle of a fantastic spell.
Yeah, indeed, that he's just a wicket away. The way he's bowling is certainly looking for one. I think it will be a contest to watch when he picks up Kamran Atta.
And I think he's a wonderful signing for the ILT20. Genuine pace bowler, swings the ball, can strike the ball a long distance as well. Looking super fit these days. Oh, gem of an outswinger. Excellent over once again. Only 5 off it. 20 for none at the end of 3. So Colonel Zahid will resume. Hopefully, a slightly more economical over here. Maybe even a wicket-taking one. Kamran Atta struggling a touch. 6 off 7. Oh, hitting the bat really hard there. Kamran Atta leaping off his feet to control the ball.
But I think I would oppose on what you're trying to say, that Colonel should contain some runs, but I don't think so. That should be the approach from Colonel. You need to give him the free hand. Go on, bowl whatever you want to do, express yourself, but keep one thing in mind, that you need to pick up wickets.
Very true. He's like a wild stallion. Sometimes you have to let them run. Backing away from the crease there. Slightly harsh decision, wouldn't you say, Abid?
I think considering that Nick Mohammed went to make some room outside, I think that was just on the line, but I think the final line belongs to the umpire. And we have two brilliant umpires conducting this game. It's Asif Billah alongside Muhammad Nadeem.
Very experienced pair indeed. Oh, that's a very short ball. Waiting for the leg umpire's decision. I think they're still consulting. One for the over. So, perfectly placed bouncer there.
Yeah, I think Nick Mohammed is tall enough. There you go. He made a jump and still slightly over. I think
he got unlucky there. But they already had a wide earlier, so perhaps it's evened out. Now you know the ball will be fuller though. Oh, he's hit him over cover point. Backslash for 6. Incredible shot, Nick Mohammed.
you really need pace to execute that shot, and you get 300 sixes of the tournament, and that was a giant one. Quick delivery, and all he had to do is just open the face of the blade and look at the distance into the stands.
Well, the King Kong of Abu Dhabi has woken up tonight, and he's looking for runs. 20 of 13. That's one of the finest shots of the tournament.
Yeah, that's a great shot and timely. 6 runs against Colonel. Colonel is just firing up. He's just bowling pace. He's just trying to bowl quick.
Yeah, he's making it a battle of egos. He needs to be a lot smarter here. Pace on is getting hammered. Needs to mix it up. Let's see what he can produce.
Yeah, if he would have bowled that slow bouncer, I think he would have got Nick Mohammed out.
Fascinating battle so far. Oh, he's gone downtown. Right out of the screws for a back-to-back maximums.
Well, that's how you respond. You bowl quick, you bowl slow. When this man wants to hunt you down, he will do it. This time over Colonel's head. And look at that. The slower one punched it. And that went to Skyer. And more importantly, got the distance as well. Behind the side screen, straight as an arrow.
But now Fayaz Ahmed is having to have a word with his lead fast bowler. But Nick Mohammed, what a brilliant cameo so far. 26 of 14. And he's given Abu Dhabi exactly the start they needed for this big run chase.
Well, I can understand what Fayaz want to say to his bowler, that he's trying to explain to him that you need to follow the batter. He's every time trying to make room, that if you notice that every shot that he executed, he went, made room and dispatched it.
Fabulous hit there. Courageous batting from Nick Mohammed. He's not backing down from the challenge. He could care less about your reputations. But can he continue? That is the question. Once again, punched off the back foot firmly. He's played the red-hot pace of Colonel Zahid with a lot of ease and control.
The best part about that, every shot that he executed, he went to make room, and it's not enough time for you to execute your shots when you're just making room also.
And you can see the senior think tank of Team Sharjah, Adil Malik, in consultation with Fayaz Ahmed. I think they have to switch to plan B here, because plan A is getting derailed. Oh, just outside off. Good reply, but another productive over for the men in yellow. 34 for none. Well, it's decision time for Fayaz Ahmed. So it's going to be Hazrat Luqman to bowl his third on the trot. Very interesting decision. So Fayaz Ahmed just pushing a bit here, looking to break this opening stand. Let's see if it pays off. He's in the middle of a very good spell.
Well, probably the only reason I see that Lukman is continuing is that because Kamran Atta is the one who's struggling against him. He knows how to bowl against Kamran.
Current run rate not too bad, but the required will remain above 10. I think they still have 11 deliveries to go in power play. They need to get up to about 50-60 here, Abid.
I think it's very important to have a solid start when you're chasing over 200 runs. I think they should be looking another 30 in next 2 overs.
Yeah, that would do very nicely. Look at that extra bounce Hazrat Luqman is extracting from the surface. He's bowling really well. That shows he's in top rhythm.
Yeah, and also he's getting a lot of swing after the seam hits that. Look at that. Good seam bowling there from Hazrat. He's always charged, and when it matters, when it is big game, you rely always on your experienced bowler.
Interesting. There's a very short point here. Oh, pulled away nicely. Big gaps on the leg side. Big chase for Harsh Desai. They will pick up two.
I can feel for the young boy that he had to cover a lot of ground, but good commitment. He's tried every time, gave his 100%.
And his spell will be very, very, very important because you know Abu Dhabi are going to target the youngster outside the power play. He'll need to hold his nerve. It's a big test for the young teenager. With the likes of Ali Abid, Kamran Atta in there as well. Mazhar Bashir is a big striker of the ball. And Naik Mohammed, he's concentrating really hard tonight.
But they'll be up against the big ones. I mean, if they got Harsh Desai, but the other end would be operated by Adil Malik. And for that matter, Hafiz Almaz coming in from the player of the match on the previous game. They've got plenty of options in the bowling department.
No doubt, Fayaz Ahmed has a full arsenal of attacking quality bowling. Cracked over the top of cover point once again. Beautifully put away. Big chase for the fielders. And the ball will just kiss the boundary rope. Another top shot from Naik Mohammed.
Yeah, this time he found the mantra how to play Hazrat Luqman. You have to wait and see the swing. And that ball on its way, just teasing the fielder and hits the rope.
Yeah, it was the shorter boundary towards that cover point region. He's raced on to 32 of just 20 deliveries. And he's giving Abu Dhabi a shot. That's for sure. As long as he's there, they'll believe. Squeezed away to backward point. 42 for none at the end of 5. And with that, we'll hand it over to Abdurrahman Tariq and Mohammad Rashid to take you through.
Thank you. The A team. Ahmed Khwaja and Avid Ibrahim. Mohammad Nadeem coming into the attack. Coming into the attack right next to me is Mohammad Rashid. 42 in 5 overs. Naik Mohammad against the left arm spinner. Well, it's been an anticlimax. He usually hits them for 6, doesn't he?
Good evening, Abdurrahman. Yes, they're just feeding him, and he's not missing out. Wayward delivery there on the legs, and easy pickings for Naik Mohammad.
Well, yesterday, Naik Mohammad welcomed Mohammad Nadeem with a 6 over long on. Followed that with a straight hit onto the side screen. Mohammad Nadeem going for that quicker delivery. Just losing his line. And he gets a boundary. What a start this from Naik Mohammad. And again, he's gone onto the pads. It's racing away. Big chase for the square leg fielder. It's Khalid Shah. But they get 2 runs.
Well, wayward start by Mohammad Nadeem. Normally, he's a very controlled bowler. He knows how to bowl these deliveries. And he gets with his overs very quickly.
Oh, this time it's gone straight down the ground. He's racing away. Will it hit the side screen? No, Adil Malik has done really well. And poor running between the wickets, just a single. Very good effort from Adil Malik.
Well, he thought that was going for a boundary. Hence the slow running between the wickets. But what an effort by Adil Malik. Very good fielding there. Certainly saving some runs for the team. And they would want those kind of efforts. Meanwhile, well, that's feeded to Kamran Atta as well. On his legs, and he's not going to miss out. Easy boundary for Kamran Atta as well.
Well, 2 very poor deliveries and 2 easy boundaries for these 2 batsmen. They don't need a second invitation to hit a half volley on leg stump down to fine leg. And this is a very, very good power play so far. Ahmed and Abid were mentioning that 60 would probably be the target that they want to get to at the end of the power play. 53 on the board, half century partnership for the opening wicket. And Ali Abid again making that change, sending Kamran Atta to open the batting. Charges down the track, goes inside out, over extra cover, goes for a maximum. Kamran Atta is back.
Well, these Abu Dhabi boys are on the move. And they're certainly getting those runs. 59 so far. A very good start to the innings by Abu Dhabi.
Kamran Atta has been a bit short of runs in the past 2-3 games. But he's a big man for the big moment. And opening the batting today, 18 off 11. Nadeem conceded 20 of his first over yesterday against Abu Dhabi. He's already conceded 17 under pressure. He's been one of the players of the tournament with bat and ball. But in the semi-final, it's the men in yellow that are putting him under pressure. Oh, short delivery, nothing delivery. And he gets another boundary. 21 runs off the last over of the power play. Abu Dhabi is on the charge. They are fighting for that final spot. 63 for no loss.
Well, let's have a look at the highlights of the first innings. Beg your pardon, the power play. And they started off really well. Naik Mohammad hitting Colonel Zaid all across the park. And he didn't leave out Hazrat Luqman as well. A very good start. He's been hitting those balls so superbly well. Look at that shot, Abdurrahman.
I have no words to explain that. Colonel Zahid, one of the fastest bowlers in the UAE, and Hazrat Luqman as well. And Naik Mohammad and Kamran Atta just enjoying themselves. That big run chase. The one thing it does is gives you a lot of clarity. Don't have to hold back. That was the last 6 and then a 4. 10 of the last 2 deliveries of the power play. A very good power play from Abu Dhabi. 63 for no loss. The man of the match of yesterday's game, Hafiz Almas, comes into bowl. Picked up 3 wickets yesterday. Was the pick of the bowlers. Can he repeat that today as well?
Very good shot there towards that sweeper cover. They pick up a single. But tell you what, Abdur Rahman, although they've gotten off to a very good start, the problem is that they're chasing a very mammoth target, 205 runs. So they'll have to keep on going with the flow. Those 10 runs and over, that's the minimum they need to get.
Well, if there is one batting lineup in this Mazaplay.net Emirates D20, it's Abu Dhabi who can do that. Usama Hassan, Ali Abid yet to come. Zubair Khan can hit a few as well. Kamran Atta looking very good. And we were talking about that Sharjah score where Fayaz Ahmed played out of his skins to get them to that 200 mark. They capped in 80 of 35 deliveries, and they need somebody to play a similar knock. The only man I can think of is Ali Abid. He can definitely repeat that.
Well, all 4 Sharjah batters, they got some runs, and it'll be very important for Abu Dhabi as well to get some similar sort of scores. That one is pulled, and it's pulled well. That's gone all the way for 6.
Well, I heard the bowler shout, "Catch it." And I think he was looking at somebody sitting in the stand because there's no way a fielder was getting anywhere close to it. Naik Mohammed walks across the stumps, punishes the bowler, and gets another maximum. 47 of 26, the perfect counter attack from the King Kong. Abu Dhabi 71 for no loss.
Well, we've certainly got a game on. Abu Dhabi on the move. They'll be full of confidence after the start provided by Naik Mohammed and Kamran Atta. Well, I think the right opening partnership. What do you think of the Rahman?
Yes, absolutely. I think Osama Hassan right in the middle there somewhere can counter the spinners. He was struggling against space. These two love batting against fast bowlers. And they're really enjoying themselves against probably the fastest attack in this tournament. Colonel Zahid, Hazrul Luqman, Hafiz Almas. Well, they don't bowl 110, 120, that's for sure. And Naik Mohammed, 47 of 26, 3 runs away from a half century. I just want him to get there for that celebration. Walks down the track again, goes over square leg for a maximum. King Kong strikes. 53 of 27 deliveries. What a knock.
Well, absolutely brilliant there. Naik Mohammed, well, he's middling the ball, he's timing them, and he's certainly giving Abu Dhabi the start they wanted. 196 strike rate, 4 sixes and 4 boundaries. What a start.
Look at this. Just a flick of the wrist. It's a shorter boundary. But even if it was the bigger boundary, that would have been a maximum. And I'll tell you what, Rashid. That's a very subdued Naik Mohammed. No histrionics. No King Kong celebration. There is the bigger target, the final of the Mazaplay.net Emirates D20 in his sights. He looks a completely different batsman today.
Well, he knows the job hasn't been done. That target of 205, that's in his... Oh, that's close. That's very close. And right after that 50, Hafiz Almas has picked up a very important wicket.
Yeah, this was the plan. We spoke about it yesterday as well. The plan is to go full, swing it in. And yes, that's a good decision by the umpire. A very good knock comes to an end. Naik Mohammed showing his bat, but I think that missed everything. And a very good knock comes to an end. He set the base for Abu Dhabi. 53 of 28, Abu Dhabi 77 for the loss of 1 wicket. Well, Ali Abid walking in at number 3. Captain coming in a bit early. Good numbers, 112 strike rate, best of 59. But we know he's a lot more capable than that. And they need him to step up today. Get at least 60 on the board. They're way ahead of the required run rate as well, Abu Dhabi. But what a breakthrough from Hafiz Almas.
Well, he certainly got that confidence from yesterday's game. It was adjudged the man of the match. Similar kind of delivery. That was coming into the right hand early. Abed picks up a single, gets off the mark. 7 overs done. Abu Dhabi 78 for the loss of 1 wicket.
Well, the Mazaplay.net Emirates D20 powered by Fan Code live on your TV sets and mobile phones. Fan Code app in India, CricTracker on the YouTube and Facebook pages, and ITW Prodigy and TPT 360 production for the Emirates Cricket Board. And what a production it has been so far. We're not done yet. The second semi-final underway, and then the grand final tomorrow. Live from the Dubai International Cricket Stadium, Adil Malik coming into bowl.
A very talented bowler, Adil Malik. He's been having a good day. Now straight away, in the air, and taken by Fayaz. This man is everywhere. He was with the bat and he's taken a brilliant catch to get rid of his counterpart. A very good catch by Fayaz.
Oh, it's a big wicket. It's a huge wicket in the context of the run chase. Ali Abid walking in at number 3, not his familiar position. And the first ball from Adil Malik gets a top edge. It was dipping, it was moving away from Fayaz Ahmed. But he has done really well. Look at that, outstretched. Brilliant catch by the captain. And Ali Abid has to go back. 1 of 2 deliveries. They needed him in the run chase. Abu Dhabi 78 for 2 now. Osama Hassan opened the batting yesterday, coming in at number 4 now. I'm not a big fan of changing the batting order, especially when you're scoring runs at one particular number, Rashid. And Ali Abid walking in at number 3, probably one of those decisions that has gone wrong for Abu Dhabi.
Well, aggression straight away by Fayaz Ahmed. He's gotten that slip in, rightly so. Osama Hassan, we know he's a bit tentative in the beginning of his innings. So he wants to make sure that he picks up this wicket as early as possible.
Oh. Now Adil Malik right on top of that youngster. Look at this, trying to guide it down to mid-wicket for a couple of runs. And Fayaz Ahmed has done so well, covering a lot of ground. And then taking a catch. Oh, he would have taken another blinder. Fayaz Ahmed knew exactly what was going on, moving from first slip very quickly. And it was a few centimeters away from his hand. They get 3.
A very good anticipation by Fayaz Ahmed. As soon as Osama Hassan got on that one knee, he was on the move. Look at that. He was on the move straight away, and a couple of inches. He probably needed a big dive there, but a very good effort there by Fayaz Ahmed. Well, it's up to these two men now, Kamran Atta and Osama Hassan, pulled towards that mid-wicket region only for a single. They need to stitch a partnership here, Abdurrahman, and a fast one, quick one.
And that's the problem, isn't it? You highlighted that even though they're going well, they still need to continue batting at 10 and over. It's just not easy to do that consistently against a quality bowling with the likes of Adil Malik coming in to bowl. A brilliant over. Coming to an end. Score 84 for the loss of 2 wickets now. Well, that's the comms panel for today. Handsome looking bunch there, isn't that, Mohammad Rashid?
Well, absolutely. Especially that man in the middle and on the right and on the left.
Well,
All of
one
them.
thing interesting. Ali Abid Ibrahim, Shoaib and Rashid like blue suits and sunglasses. I'm going to steal one of those very soon. Hafiz Almas coming into bowl. Wide delivery down the leg side. It's racing away to the boundary. These are welcome runs. They will not mind them one bit. Abu Dhabi. 5 wides conceded.
Very wayward there from Hafiz Almas. There was nothing Yasir Kaleem could do about that. He did try really well, got a hand to it, but that ball had enough legs to take it over that fine leg boundary. Welcome runs. 88 now.
Well, Abu Dhabi must be praying for rain now. According to DLS, they need to be at 82 runs at the end of this over. They're already at 88. Width on offer, edges it, Usama Hassan, Hafiz Almas picks up another wicket. He's having the time of his life, Hafiz Almas.
Well, the troubles continue for Osama Hassan. As you were talking about this, Abdurrahman, he's had this trouble against faster bowlers, and straight away we see that edge. Very good catch by Yasir Kaleem. He won't miss out on those. And another wicket for Hafiz Almas. Osama Hassan gone after scoring 4 of 5. Abu Dhabi 88 for the loss of 3 wickets now.
Asif coming in. And Hafiz Almas again amongst the wickets. He's got his tail up now and the ball is swinging in the air all of a sudden. It's becoming tougher and tougher to bat now, Rashid.
Absolutely. But we've still got Kamran Atta in the middle. And Hafiz Almas has picked up so many important wickets throughout the tournament. But the most important wicket he's picked up today was that of Naik Mohammed.
Well, yeah, that is the challenge, isn't it, for Abu Dhabi? Ataur Rahim, Jonathan Figgy, two very important batsmen injured out of the squad. And all of a sudden, all the responsibilities down to three batsmen. Kamran Atta, Abid and Naik Mohammed. Guiding it down to third man, pushing hard, getting to Amjad Gul a bit slow off the blocks.
Well, two of those three names you mentioned, they're back in the dugout. So it's up to this man, Kamran Atta. The problem is that he needs to get those runs very quickly. They're chasing a very huge target. He won't have time to settle down. He needs to continue. And it's very important that they pick up a boundary of every over.
Yes, they need boundaries. So far, they have 8 runs off the over. They need 10, 11 runs in over. Don't want to take it all the way to the end as well. Although they won't mind if they need 14 runs in the last over. And somebody like Naik Mohammed still standing there. Oh, it's raining. It's pouring down now here at the Dubai International Stadium. And the Duckworth-Lewis calculations must be out.
Well, look at Hafiz Almas. He's running to his mark. They know that Abu Dhabi is well ahead of that Duckworth-Lewis. So they would want to continue and get over with the game as soon as possible.
Oh, they're running away. Abu Dhabi don't want to bat. And that last wicket, how important is that Usama Hassan wicket, Rashid? They needed 82 runs in the end of this over. What is the calculation now for DLS? That is the question. It's all helter-skelter at the Dubai International Stadium. The covers are out. The only people who don't want to get off the ground are Sharjah. Scenes, absolute scenes here at the Dubai International Stadium. The game has stopped due to rain. It's Abu Dhabi versus Sharjah. It's rain stopping play again. It's happened yesterday and it's happened today as well. It's absolutely pouring down, Rashid.
Absolutely. It didn't rain as much yesterday. Well, probably a passing shower here, we hope. So does Sharjah.
Well, does this benefit Abu Dhabi is the question. Rain shortened game, less overs to bat.
Well, it's certainly a mystery to all of us because before the end of this over, they were ahead of that DLS. But after losing that Osama Hassan wicket, it'll be very important to see where that calculation stands now.
Well, yes, we're all waiting and holding our breath. Definitely the dugout of Abu Dhabi has their calculations out as well. So do Sharjah. This is the batting card for Abu Dhabi so far. Naik Mohammed, how much of an impact he has made in this run chase. 53 of 28. Ali Abid coming in at number 3, an unfamiliar position for him, falling for 1. Osama Hassan scoring 4 of 5. How costly is that break in the middle going to be? 6 extras conceded, 5 wides in this over. It's a small game of margins. Hafiz Almas conceded 23 runs in 2 overs, but he's picked up 2 very important wickets.
Well, look at that Adil Malik over now. Just giving away 5 runs and picking up that wicket of the captain Ali Abid. Very good catch taken by Fayaz Ahmed. That was a very important wicket in the context of the game.
Well, yes, there is drama here at the Mazaplay.net Emirates D20 powered by FanCode. We're just waiting for the DLS calculations. Look at that pouring down. Well, this is not Australia or England, this is Dubai.
Well, there was no forecast for rain for tonight. It's just come down suddenly.
Well, Rashid, whoever you get your forecast from, I'm telling you, fire that man. Because yesterday you were saying it's going to rain at 8, then 9, then 10. In the end, it rained at about 12 o'clock in the night. And today there was absolutely no forecast of rain and it's pouring down.
Well, I've already sent that memo across. I'm looking for a new forecaster. Well, the news from the center right now is match has been stopped due to rain. Abu Dhabi were at 91 for the loss of 3 wickets in 8.5 overs.
Well, we'll be going for a quick break. And we'll be back as soon as there is some action or we have some news about the DLS calculations. Don't go anywhere. Cricket.net Emirates D20 powered by Fan Code. And if you're just joining us, there was a bit of a rain delay, short rain break. But as per the match officials, no changes, no deductions in the overs. And Abu Dhabi 91 for 3, 8.5 overs done. They were 3 runs ahead of the DLS. That's why they ran out when the rain came in, Rashid.
Well, it was pouring and they wanted to save their bats. We know what water can do to those willows. Abu Dhabi is still requiring 114 runs of 67 balls. We've still got a chase on our hands, Abdurrahman.
Well, that water can do damage to the bats. But what has it done to the wicket or the outfield? That is the question. It was a short shower but very heavy. And will the outfield become slower? Will the ball become slippery? It is worse than having dew on the outfield when it rains. But we are back in action. Hafiz Almas will finish his over. And first delivery after the rain break. They get a quick single. Very, very eventful over coming to an end. Abu Dhabi 92 for 3 at the end of 9, needing 113 runs to win of 66 deliveries. Well, the DLS par score at the end of this over number 10, is 95. That's how far ahead Abu Dhabi is on DLS. Cuts it hard, is racing down to the square leg, offside boundary, beg your pardon, and it has hit the rope. Well, no effect on the outfield for sure. That went very quickly to the point boundary.
Well, that was timed well, slightly shorter from Adil Malik, and we know Kamran Natha is very strong on that region. Good effort there by Hazrat Luqman, but could have done better. That stopped with his heel, but just kept rolling.
Well, it seems the rain has made the outfield quicker. Good start to the over. And again, he cuts it, this time straight to Amjad Gul. They don't take a run. Yes, the fielders are a bit nervous. You don't want to slip on that wet outfield. Even Hazrat Luqman, that's why I didn't bend down to save that 4.
Well, we've got the grand final coming in tomorrow, so they don't want any injuries.
A single down to Colonel Zahid. Not just the grand final, Hazrat Luqman, part of the ILT 20 teams as well. Doesn't want to get injured at this stage. A lot of cricket coming ahead for a lot of these players.
For Mohammad Asif, he needs to make a move. It's very well bowled, quicker in the air. Adil Malik is a very canny bowler, very experienced.
Well, they've sent in Asif, and I think they've missed a trick here. Ethan D'Souza, left-hander, probably a better option against Adil Malik. He might not be as quick a batsman, but the one thing he's not going to do is play out dot balls. They need Kamran Atta to get on strike as quickly as possible. He's the man who has to do the bulk of the scoring here.
He missed out on his run up there. Probably it's the wet outfield. That'll be the last over of the 10th.
And again, a delivery on the leg stump. He's missed out. Asif, very good over from Adil Malik. At the halfway stage, Abu Dhabi are 97 for 3. And there'll be a quick change in the com box. It'll be Shoaib Ahmed and Mudassir Ali to take you through the next 5 overs.
Oh, yes, no situation. Hafiz Almas coming into the attack. Kamran sends Asif back. Abu Dhabi, they require 108 runs of 59 deliveries. The equation is definitely achievable, but they'll have to keep scoring runs. Mudassir, good evening and welcome.
A very good evening, Shoaib. What a thrilling encounter we are witnessing. They lost those quick wickets, Abu Dhabi, maintaining a good run rate. On the back foot, cut hard in the gap, flies over the backward point. It's a one bounce, 4 runs, I believe, but waiting for that confirmation.
Cracking shot from the bat of Kamran Atta. Short ball, just went for it. We'll have to confirm whether it was a 4 or a 6. Oh, just before the boundary ropes. Will be a 4. Well, clearly, I need to get my eyes tested. 6 signaled by the umpire. And the 100 comes up for Abu Dhabi with that 6.
So are we watching an Abbas Mastan Bollywood movie? Bazookas, rain, everything we have.
Oh, yes. Wide signaled by the umpire down the leg side. Hafiz Almas continues to be expensive. Yes, he's taken 2 wickets, but he has also conceded 31 runs in his 2.2 overs.
This is how they play Abu Dhabi. Positive intent, though they have lost the wickets. Kamran Atta playing his natural game. Wayward length, extras have been a big concern for Sharjah.
Yeah, you can see Fayaz not very happy with that performance from Almas. This time he plays it towards point again, looking for 2. We'll have to settle for 1 as Harsh makes sure that the ball is released quickly. With that 1 run, it's exactly 100 more runs needed for Abu Dhabi to win this game, and that they'll have to score in 57 balls or less.
Quite achievable in this format, but the concern is that wickets column 3 losing big man Naik Muhammad and Ali Abid, and Osama Asif struggling on 1 of 4 deliveries. The current run rate is 10 per over and the required rate is 10.53.
Well, he's struggling, Asif. He's clearly struggling. He was struggling against the spin, and he's struggling against the quick bowling of Almas. You can see Kamran Atta immediately going up to him. Has to take those singles and has to feed that strike back to Kamran as much as he can.
Where is Mazhar Bashir, Shoaib? That is the question we are asking each other in the com box.
Very surprising move from Abu Dhabi. Wild swing again, just at least 35 minutes late on that shot.
Yes, he's 35 minutes late, but the train has started. That's good.
Yes, good news is that Kamran Atta is back on strike. Last ball of the over.
But you cannot expect the runs from one end. Shoaib Asif, he also needs to raise the tempo here. Kamran Atta batting beautifully on 39. Hafiz Almaz getting those 2 wickets. Last delivery of his third over.
Goes for the Yorker. Wanted to take that single. Will not be able to take it. 11 overs gone. Abu Dhabi 106 for 3. That's the current equation. As per DLS, par score is 112, which is 6 runs more than what Abu Dhabi is at currently at the end of the 12th over with 3 wickets. So if it had to rain now, Sharjah are ahead in that equation. I stand corrected. That equation is as per the 12th over. Big swing and a miss from Asif. So at the end of the 12th over, Abu Dhabi should be at 112 to be at the par score.
But they also need to make sure that they don't lose the wicket. If they lose the wicket, that equation completely changes here.
Yes, they have to make sure they don't lose wickets, and they also have to score those runs. Up and over. Another single added to the total. Good over in progress from Adil Malik. Just 1 run in the 3 deliveries that he's bowled.
I don't understand Ali Abid coming at 1, then Osama, then Asif. You should have sent Mazhar Bashir. He has that experience to play in these kinds of situations.
Yes, I agree with you, and we are still, like I said, surprised by that move from Abu Dhabi. As of now, it hasn't worked in their favor. 9 deliveries for Asif, and he's just scored 3 runs. What that is doing is that is adding extra pressure on Kamran Atta. He's been sent out to hit big. The intent is there, but he's just not able to hit those runs.
Still, I don't agree with this. The tactics of sending Asif ahead. You have almost 11 overs when he came in. Mazhar Bashir could have been ideal batter to come in these kind of situations. You need to get those runs from both the ends. Bowling really well. Adil Malik is into his 3rd over. Considered 12 runs and a wicket to his name. No fine leg. Keeping it on off. Struggle continues. Another dot ball.
And you can see Yasir Kaleem just talking to Asif. Big swing inside edge of the bat. No fine leg, so the square leg will have to cover for that. Harsh Desai again. Very quick. Great fielding from the youngster Harsh Desai. Keeps it to a single. And what that means is that Asif is going to be on strike again for the 13th over. So Abu Dhabi need 96 in 48 deliveries at a run rate of 12. Let's look at the batting lineup for Abu Dhabi. You can see Akhtar Shehzad, Rohit, Zubair, Faisal, Mazhar, and Ethan. So Mazhar can bat for sure. Ethan can also at least rotate the strike. Those two could have definitely come up.
Zubair can hit those big shots. Now, in between Osama and Asif, they have played 16 deliveries and got just 8 runs. This is a big concern for Abu Dhabi. They have started off really well. Naik Mohammed getting that quick 53. Kamran Atta still out in the middle, batting beautifully on 40.
Also, what I would have done is I would have sent Osama with Naik Mohammed right at the top of the order, because we saw him score runs in the game yesterday. He opened the innings with Naik and he did well. They could have given him that chance and then got Kamran Atta and Ali Abid. That would have given them a lot more depth in their batting. 12 overs, 109 for 3. Hafiz Almas bowling his fourth. Short ball, quick ball, and the struggle continues for Asif. Well, very difficult to describe this in words, but Asif, he is not able to get bat to ball at all.
This is where the captaincy comes into play. You need to be ahead of the opposition. The big match, Ali Abid making those mistakes.
Well, you don't need to panic, I feel, in a run chase like this as a captain. Wide ball signaled. Sometimes you just have to go with the flow, follow the process. Doing nothing is also doing something in that situation. I don't think they needed to change a lot in their batting order. They could have just gone with the tried and tested batting lineup and backed themselves to chase this total down.
Talking about doing nothing, Asif is doing nothing, and that's something. Yes, it's hurting them big time.
Yes, that's true. Asif, he's struggling, and for Sharjah, I think they would want him to be there as long as he can. Try not to get him out, because the pressure is definitely building up on Kamran. I think the wicket needs some repair work. Obviously, there's some dampness in the wicket, especially near the popping crease. So while the pitch is being repaired, let's quickly have a look at a fun fact. The fun news fun fact. Indian batsman Suresh Raina scored 2 T20 centuries on the same date but different years. That date will definitely be one that Suresh Raina will never forget.
Mohammed, he knows he's on the camera.
Well, I think he's looking for a part-time job as a curator. He loves staying in the ground.
So Almas to Asif. He needs to find that out boundary. Asif on strike on 4 of 12 deliveries. Manages, goes towards the backward deep point. Brilliant effort by young Desai, saving those couple of runs.
Very good effort in the deep. Harsh, as you mentioned, has saved some important runs for his side. That was played behind point. Diving to his left, and I think he's hurt his hip. He's okay now, but very well done.
What an effort by a young lad, Harsh Desai. This is what happens when you have young legs in your team. Very quick in the outfield. Harsh Desai.
Goes big. High in the air. Catch it is the call. It's going to land in front of Amjad Gul, who should have taken it, but just couldn't reach there.
They know the importance of this wicket. Short ball, not in control. Miles up in the air. A casual effort by Amjad Gul. Oh, we have the fittest guy. Looking smart there.
Well, he's on a diet and definitely looks like it's working.
The jokers are in the com box. And out goes.
The ringmaster. Fayaz Ahmed just a little tense. Now he's a lot more calm and composed, but in the first 10 overs he had a different look on his face. We've seen a decent amount of cricket, Mudassir, but the way Naik Mohammed was batting today, I think that was something special. Kamran Atta goes over straight to the point fielder, and Harsh Desai has taken the most important catch of his career. Kamran Atta finding Harsh Desai, and that's another wicket down.
Great piece of bowling by Hafiz Almas, trying to go towards the longer part of the boundary. Well judged catch taken. There was a fumble, but he managed to keep his calm and cool. Kamran Atta walks back, making 40 of 28 deliveries with the help of 4 fours and 2 maximum, 113 for 4 Abu Dhabi.
A 113 for 4 after 12.5. One more ball to go. The new man, Akhtar Shehzad. Still no Mazhar Bashir. Interesting decisions made here by Abu Dhabi. 13 overs, 113 for 4. After 13 overs, 110 for 2. Sharjah, 113 for 4. So not a lot of difference in those runs. Adil Malik continues for his 4th over.
They're losing the plot here, Abu Dhabi. They were much in control, but a couple of wickets. What a spell by Hafiz Almas, getting 3 wickets to his name. Adil Malik into his 4th over, considered just 13 runs. Connected, but straight towards deep square leg.
That's the wicket, the all-important wicket of Kamran Atta. It popped out of his hands, but finally manages to hold on to it. I think that was a well set up wicket. They knew that Kamran likes to play towards point. They got a fielder there and then created that chance. Meanwhile, Adil Malik, he's got a pressure cooker on for Abu Dhabi, not allowing any runs and just keeping that pressure as Abu Dhabi are struggling with 4 wickets down.
Dancing down the track, not in control. A leg by has been given by the umpire. They just completely lost the plot here, Shoaib. They started off really well, but those changes in the batting order, the pressure just caught up on Kamran Atta. No runs coming from the other end, from the blade of Asif.
Quicker this time from Adil, and he's just played it towards point. Somehow manages to get bat to ball. That required run rate was 10 and over, just 2 overs back, and now it's reached almost 15. 14.5 needed. That is how well Sharjah has fought back in this game. That was a quicker delivery from Adil and appreciation from Yasir Kaleem. I don't think Colonel Zahid will like that joke though. And there you go. Ball straight to Colonel Zahid. A fumble, but no damage done. 14 overs gone. 115 for 4.
हल्का सा करिए पैर, हल्का सा कवरिंग.
A 116 for 4. Smack straight down the ground. Finally, Asif gets one and deposits that over long off for 4. Lukman has been welcomed with a boundary.
And he manages a boundary. Short delivery on the back foot. Over the mid off it goes. One bounce over the fence. Much needed boundary from the blade of Asif. 85 needed of 35 balls.
This time the bouncer aiming at the helmet of Asif.
Very good reply by Hazrat Luqman.
Captain, one of the over. One of the over given.
And it's one for the over. Warning given by the leg umpire and the main umpire. Are we going to see the repeat of the first edition of D20, the final between Sharjah and Fujairah?
Yes, at the same venue. In 2020, this one's gone up and over. Chase for Mohammad Nadeem won't be able to get there, and that's another boundary. So 2 fours in this over so far in the 3 deliveries that he's bowled. Lukman and Asif finally getting some runs, some important runs for Abu Dhabi.
Throwing his bat on each and every delivery. Not in control, but managed that boundary. Falling over the short third man, races towards the fence. Runs are coming from the blade of Asif.
Well, I think finally now, after 20 odd deliveries, he's able to understand the pace of the wicket. because earlier the ball was coming on to him quickly. This time he's aimed at the stumps, Hazrat Lukman, and that smashed into the pads. That was definitely missing the leg stump. So with those short deliveries, he's a lot more comfortable because the ball now is coming at a certain pace, which he is accustomed to in those 20 deliveries, and that's why you can see a lot more connection from him. There you go, again goes big. This time it doesn't clear the 30-yard circle, and Nadeem takes a catch. So Hazrat Lukman gets his revenge as he packs Asif, and that is another wicket down for Abu Dhabi.
A very good comeback by Hazrat Lukman, not in control, just throwing the bat the top edge. And a well judged catch taken by Mohammad Nadeem. The painful innings comes to an end. Asif making 17 of 23 deliveries, 124 for 5.
New batsman Mazhar Bashir finally is out for Abu Dhabi. Rocks on the back foot and plays it towards point. Will get a single and keep the strike as well. Two new batters out there in the middle for Abu Dhabi as they are staring down the barrel. 5 more overs to go. 125 for 5. Change in the com box. It's going to be Mohammad Rashid and Abdur Rahman Tariq.
Thank you, Shoaib Ahmed and Mudassir Ali. When we left, they were batting at 10 and over. And now when we join the commentary, they need 15 and over, maybe even more. Harsh Desai coming in to bowl. 80 runs needed in the last 5 overs. And the first delivery, he gets Mazhar Bashir sent in extremely late, in our opinion at least. And the first wicket falls from the bowling of Harsh.
Well, what a start by Harsh Desai. Look at that. Very good delivery. Mazhar Bashir, no idea there. Stepping down, but missing that ball completely. Another wicket falls down for Abu Dhabi. Mazhar Bashir gone after scoring just 1 run of 2 deliveries. Abu Dhabi 125 for the loss of 6 wickets.
New batsman walking in, Ethan D'Souza, number 8, a left-hander. And a change. Right arm off spin now from Harsh Desai. He's landed it on the spot perfectly. Well, this is a sight to behold. Don't adjust your TV screens. Nothing has gone wrong. It's just Harsh Desai who's decided to bowl off spin now.
Another good delivery. Well, he pulls those off spinners really well. What a talent this young boy is, Harsh Desai.
Well, there was a very long conversation a couple of weeks back about off spinners in this tournament. I'll tell you what, Harsh Desai would make it into the list of the best off spinners and left arm spinners in this edition of the Mazaplay.net Emirates D20.
Well, he's a very talented young lad. He can bowl well. He can field really well. I'm super impressed with his fielding. He's taken a very important catch of Kamran Atta today. He covers a lot of ground, Abdurrahman.
Well, these under 21 lads, there have to be two in every side. And Harsh Desai has made a very good impact in an already star-studded Sharjah lineup.
Come on, boys.
They do have Zainullah, who was injured in the last game, not playing today. And Harsh Desai.
20 required, boys. 20. Big shot.
Well, Abu Dhabi at the moment requires 79 of 25 deliveries. As Harsh holds that with his left arm
One only, Adil bhai, one only.
and ends that over with a single. Very good over, just giving away 2 runs. Abu Dhabi 127 for the loss of 6 wickets now.
It's Colonel Zahid coming into bowl. And the right approach from Fayaz Ahmed. He wants to clean this tail off quickly. And Abu Dhabi's misery. Outside off stump drag towards mid-wicket. What started off as a very exciting approach to the run chase has just fizzled away after that rain break. The lot banking on Naik Mohammad, Kamran Atta and Ali Abed, and that has been the Achilles heel for Abu Dhabi. They rely a lot on these 3 batsmen to do the bulk of the scoring. 140, 130 may be doable, but when you're chasing 200, you need 4 or 5 batsmen to step up.
Absolutely. Well, that has been the problem for Abu Dhabi. The platform was certainly set by Naik Mohammad. He got off to a flyer. They were way ahead of the required run rate at one point when Naik Mohammad was in the middle. And as soon as that wicket fell, I think that's when Sharjah really took advantage and got those quick wickets of Ali Abed and put pressure on Team Abu Dhabi.
And that's what the best teams do, don't they? They find an opening and then they just thrust through it. That opening was the Naik Mohammad wicket. As soon as he got out, Fayaz Ahmed brought in Adil Malik from the other end, caught Ali Abed out of the equation, and all of a sudden Abu Dhabi were just climbing up the mountain. That's the big boss. He's not listening to us, that's for sure. Nodding his head on some Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan Qawalis, I'm sure.
Well, he's got a killer smile.
He spent a lot of money on it. I think his dentist drives a Rolls Royce now. Oh, good looking shot that, but played straight down to Hazrat Luqman, who takes a catch. He got a good connection, but there was a deep third man fielder, and Hazrat Luqman has taken a very good catch.
Certainly a very good catch, and is celebrating that way. Will that get a lot of confidence to the Sharjah boys before that big final tomorrow? Look at that, eyes on the ball, and he's taken that very comfortably. It was a difficult catch, but at the end made it look easy. Ethan D'Souza, he's gone off 2 after facing 6 deliveries. Abu Dhabi 130 for the loss of 7 wickets now.
Well, it's Faisal, Shah Faisal coming in to bat. Colonel Zahid with his tail up has a wicket to his name. That Hazrat Luqman catch will not just give confidence to Hazrat Luqman but also Colonel Zahid, because he's conceded a lot of runs in the 3 overs he's bowled so far. And that wicket will just give him a bit of a boost. There's a big game coming up tomorrow, the biggest game. The final of the Mazaplay.net Emirates D20 powered by Fan Code. Fujairah, the first finalist today. And it seems they will be playing Sharjah, a repeat of the very first D20 final held here at the Dubai International Stadium. It's a full toss. Not called a no ball. I think it just dipped on the batsman. Very good over. 4 runs off it and a wicket. Abu Dhabi 131 for 7.
Left arm round.
Harsh Desai coming into bowl again. And just lands it perfectly on the money, as they say.
Pure shabash shabash.
Well, now Abu Dhabi, they require 74 of 17 deliveries. Well, looks almost impossible mathematically. Or
Well, drives it
Panch now.
towards deep cover. Yes, mathematically possible. 26 and over. 4 sixes and a couple of runs will do it. No, it's changed. It's changed again. Now they need 4 sixes and a boundary.
well, it was a very important toss. Sharjah won the toss. He's bowled him. Brilliant delivery there by Harsh Desai. He's amongst the wickets. He's picked up his 2nd wicket now.
हाथ में तो दिए देने तो दो.
That was the perfect length that was dipping. Not picked up by Akhtar. And he's lost his wicket there.
Well, it's all fun and games now for Sharjah. They know they are in the finals. Very good delivery again, dipping and turning, crashing into the stumps. Harsh Desai picking up wickets for fun. Abu Dhabi 132 for 8. Akhtar Shehzad walking back for 3. A new batsman in is Zubair. He can pack a mighty, mighty punch. A bit too late now for Abu Dhabi. Slip in place as well. Oh, there's a chance of a run out. No, they take an easy single.
Was laid back now at Team Sharjah. They know they've got this game in the bag. Saving their energy for the big game tomorrow. As Shah Faisal to face Harsh Desai. Can he pick up another wicket?
Well, again, that in drifter. And played straight to the fielder. Yes, you're right, Rashid. Now just going through the motions, Sharjah and Abu Dhabi. And the power play. It was Abu Dhabi that were on top. King Kong ruling the roost. As soon as those wickets fell, they just folded and gave the game away. Very good over from Harsh Desai. Picking up a wicket, giving away nothing in the process. Abu Dhabi 133 for 8. Sharjah 2 wickets away from the finals. A new bowler coming in. Amjad Gul. Right arm leg spinner. Loves Shahid Afridi. Bowls like Shahid Afridi and takes a wicket like Shahid Afridi. First ball, celebration like Shahid Afridi as well. Amjad Gul asking his captain, why have you kept me so late? I would have run through this batting lineup.
Well, Amjad Gul will be in his ears straight away. Fayaz Ahmed hiding his face and trying to get away from Amjad Gul.
I think he's regretting the decision now, Fayaz Ahmed. What have I done? I've created a monster. Amjad Gul gets a wicket first ball. Colonel Zahid with an easy catch. Zubair has to walk back. That has been the story of this Abu Dhabi batting collapsing in the end. 133 for 9. The new batsman in is Rohit Khan. And Amjad Gul was bowling really well. Good line and length by the leggy.
Well, he does bowl well. He bowls regularly in the domestic region. Oh, look at that. That was the in-dipper. Similar to what Shahid Afridi bowls. Slightly slower. But that'll give him a lot of confidence. Fayaz Ahmed, although, he would be wondering if Amjad Gul is going to ask for an over tomorrow.
Well, he can ask for anything he wants, Amjad Gul. I don't think he's going to get it. 1 wicket away. 1 wicket away now, Sharjah. Game is done and dusted mathematically as well. Hit at the back leg. Umpire says not out.
Well, Amjad Gul with a grin on his face. He was just appealing for the sake of it. That had taken the inside edge of the bat. Good bowling though by Amjad Gul.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm surprised. And impresses well in the air. It's in the air. Going a long way. Colonel Zahid settles under it. That is the match. That is the game. And that is Sharjah in the finals of the Mazaplay.net Emirates D20 powered by Fan Code. It has been a clinical performance.
Well, straight away, Amjad Gul has gone to his captain and told him that he's picked up 2 wickets. He's going to bowl at least 2 overs tomorrow. Clinical by Sharjah. Very good win. They win by a massive 70-run deficit. And they qualify for the finals.
Yes, it's a big victory. It's a statement victory. Last ball hit in the air. Colonel Zahid, probably the easiest catch he'll have to take. No pressure as well. And both the semi-finals have been a one-sided affair. Probably the two best teams in this edition of the Mazaplay.net Emirates D20 powered by FanCode making their way into the finals. But don't take anything away from Abu Dhabi. They've had a very good tournament, led really well by Ali Abid. They'll be disappointed, but they can be proud of their achievements. Played some good cricket in the tournament. Naik Mohammed, Ali Abid, Kamran Atta leading with the bat. They lost a lot of players due to injury. Jonathan Figgy, Ataur Rahim, Ghulam Murtaza. So a depleted side making the semi-finals. But in the end, it was Sharjah who outplayed them in every department.
Well, certainly, Abu Dhabi, they'll be taking a lot of positives from this tournament. They've had some brilliant performances throughout. Naik Mohammed, Zubair, Ali Abid, just to name a few. And Osama Hassan coming good at the end of the tournament, end part of the tournament. So they will be definitely... one name I must call Rohit Khan. What a bowler he's been. That's the batting card for Team Abu Dhabi. 53 and of 28 deliveries for Naik Mohammed. That was a brilliant start. Well supported by Kamran Atta, 40 of 28. And then it was just numbers there. Asif, the only lone batsman who can get into the double figures. Well disciplined bowling by Sharjah, just giving away 9 extras.
Yes, absolutely. In the bowling card, well, they went for a few runs. Up top, Colonel Zahid, Mohammad Nadeem, Luqman Hazrat giving away a lot of runs in the power play, but then a fight back thanks to that man, Hafiz Almas, again amongst the wickets. 3 wickets for 37 runs. Adil Malik picked up the most important wicket in the run chase. Ali Abid falling first ball of his spell. And then Harsh Desai, Amjad Gul cleaning up the tail and cleaning it up quickly. Very disciplined bowling in the end. Look at that first wicket falling at 77. But then they just couldn't get a partnership going, Rashid. And that's where the struggle was for Abu Dhabi in this run chase.
Well, absolutely. They kept losing wickets in pursuit of quick runs. And let's have a look at the highlights of the Abu Dhabi innings. They started off really well. Naik Mohammed, what shots he played all around the ground. Power, finesse. That was very good shots. He could hit sixes all around the park.
Yeah, he was having a lot of fun. So was Kamran Atta. Struggling in the last few games, just took a liking to the spinner. And that was the moment, wasn't it? This ball just hitting the pads. Umpire's finger goes up. And then this happened. Next over, Adil Malik picking up an important wicket. Osama Hassan falling quickly as well. And then the rain came. There was a delay. There was a short break. Abu Dhabi were ahead at the DLS at that moment. But after the break, just couldn't gather up their batting together. Some good fielding, good bowling, and good catching from Sharjah.
Certainly, that tail, those wickets kept tumbling. Harsh Desai, Colonel Zayed, and then at the end, the very good catch by Hazal Luqman. At the end, it was, look at that delivery. That was very good bowling. That ball dipped, but Amjad Gul cleaning up, picking up 2 wickets in that 1 over. I think that was a very good bowling spell by him.
Yes, absolutely. Good decision by Fayaz. He could do no wrong today. Fayaz Ahmed, the captain, with the bat in the field as well, and with the bowling changes. And it's Sharjah who've won this game by 70 runs. The match summary then: Sharjah winning the toss, deciding to bat first in the semi-final. And the man leading from the front, Fayaz Ahmed, what a knock. 80 of just 35 deliveries. Zubair, the one man to pick up a wicket. The second wicket was a run out. And then Abu Dhabi in the run chase, falling 70 runs short. Naik Mohammed again amongst the runs. Kamran Atta 40 of 28. But it was Hafiz Almas who got the crucial breakthroughs at the right time. What a day of cricket we've had today. 2 semi-finals. And we know who are the 2 teams that will be going into the grand final tomorrow. We will be back after a short break. Don't go anywhere as the post-match presentation from Ahmed Khwaja comes into play.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the post-match presentation of the second semi-final of the Mazaplay.net Emirates D20 2022 powered by FanCode. Well, what a topsy-turvy game it was between Abu Dhabi and Sharjah. It was Sharjah who won the toss, elected to bat first, and they posted a mighty score of 204 for the loss of 2 wickets, the highest score of the D20. A lot of fantastic batting partnerships there, first between Osman Khan and Khalid Shah, then it was Fayaz Ahmed and Yasir Kaleem who took the team through. But in the response, Abu Dhabi came out firing. Naik Mohammed with a fabulous innings. At one stage, it looked like they would boss the game, but then the heavens opened up, the rain came through, and we felt that they could go through on DLS. But in the end, it was the class of Team Sharjah that won through, and they bowled them out for 134 runs. It's time to present the Player of the Match award. It will be presented by Mr. Iftikhar Ali, our match referee, and it goes to the captain of Sharjah, Fayaz Ahmed, for his outstanding innings of 80 runs of just 35 balls. Once again, leading from the front was Captain Cool with a fabulous knock. Fayaz bhai, बहुत ही ज़बरदस्त innings. क्या ये आपकी D20 की सबसे बेहतरीन innings थी?
नहीं, इससे पहले भी एक सेमीफाइनल हमारा था जो हम फाइनल भी उसका जीते, उसमें भी हम चेज़ कर रहे थे तकरीबन अराउंड 180, तो उसमें भी 72 किया था, तो इसमें भी इंशाल्लाह 180 हो गया, अल्लाह का शुक्र है।
अच्छा, चलिए बैटिंग में तो आपको पता है, हमें पता है कि 200 का स्कोर आप लोगों ने डाल दिया है, लेकिन जब आप लोगों की बॉलिंग आई, नेक मोहम्मद आए, रॉकेट की तरह छक्के चौके मारे थे, फिर बारिश आई, आप लोगों को जब पता चला कि आप 3 रन पीछे एवरेज पे, फिर आपके क्या तासुरात थे?
नहीं, बारिश ने तो एक दफ़ा ज़बरदस्त किस्म का झटका दिया है हमें, क्योंकि जब बारिश हुई तो हम यही दुआ कर रहे थे कि रुक जाए, क्योंकि माशाल्लाह वो बहुत अच्छा खेला लड़का शुरू में, जो पहले 6 ओवर उन्होंने बड़ा अच्छा।
आप लोगों ने चलो 134 रन को रोक लिया, अब आपका फाइनल पड़ रहा है फुजैरा के साथ, डिफेंडिंग चैंपियन, बहुत बड़ी राइवलरी है, बहुत बड़ा मैच है।
जी बिल्कुल ऐसे ही हमारा और फुजैरा का, मेरे ख्याल में इससे पहले भी 2-3 दफ़ा फाइनल आ चुके हैं, एक 2 दफ़ा हम जीते हैं, 2 दफ़ा वो जीते हैं, तो इस तरह देखते हैं क्या होता है।
थोड़ी सी प्रेडिक्शन देंगे फाइनल की?
नहीं, इंशाल्लाह अच्छा खेलेंगे, जो उस दिन रसे के अंदर अच्छा खेलेगा वो जीत जाएगा।
बहुत ही न्यूट्रल आंसर, लेकिन ज़बरदस्त आंसर। वेल प्लेड फयाज भाई, यू आर ऑसम।
थैंक यू।
Well, that was the captain of Sharjah, Captain Cool Fayaz Ahmed, with a cool as ice innings to guide his team to the grand final. Let's head back to the comm box.
Well, thank you, Ahmed Khwaja. Controversial questions always on the lips of Mr. AZ. Brilliant performance by both teams, Fujairah and Sharjah today. And they will be playing the grand final of the Mazaplay.net Emirates D20 powered by FanCode live from the Dubai International Stadium. We will be with you tomorrow. Tune in at 5 o'clock. Till then, it's good evening from all of us here in the comm box.